So why is Allah saying to him the following ayah? Stay away, Ya Muhammad, from idols.
You're supposed to be a follower of Jesus, and you're using words like that.
Well,
And
it's
you
not my
expect people to
words.
believe it's sincere.
It's not my words. It's the words of Allah. Are you embarrassed of Allah? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. This is the moment that you all have been waiting for. We are live. You are listening to the live broadcast of your friendly neighbor, stream doctor and Christian apologist. The warrior for Christ and enemy of Allah and his messenger. This is your favorite YouTuber, now speaking from cave Hira. Rob Christian. Please fasten your seatbelts. Houston, we are ready for takeoff. We are back, baby. We are live, baby. Let's go. Welcome, everybody. God bless you. Nice to see you. Welcome. Hello. I hope everybody is whole. Everybody is healthy and well. Welcome, guys. Admins. Phil Herrera. I'm not sure if there are more at the moment. Chloe Waked, welcome, Chloe Waked. Let's see if more admins will pop up. Welcome, guys. Please invite and share the link to today's live show on social media. Allow my video to go viral, guys. We have a lot of meat for you in store today. So try to invite as many people as you can, including Muslims. Welcome, Rosemary. Nice to see you again. I hope you allowed the disasters that we showed you from chapter 16 of the Quran, from ayah 66 and 69 the last time, that you allowed yourself to, that information, that those mistakes of Allah in his man-made Quran, to allow them to sink in, right? So I hope you learned from it, and I hope for your salvation that you're about to leave Islam. Welcome. We don't hate any Muslim. We actually love you. This is why we are doing this. Hello, Jane Miller, Zelda, Spandil, Apostate Russ, Muhammad Hamdan, Tuakbir, Frank Cedric, XYZ. What's up, brother? Joko Kuntadi, Red Pill, Ewa. Guys, I'm not going to mention all of your names. Everybody here is welcome, as long you can act like a grown-up. Don't troll. We are here for the truth. So please don't waste my time. Don't waste your time. Let us start. Guys, my name is Rob Christian. I am your friendly Christian apologist / polemicist. And I am one of the enemies of Allah, who is nobody else than Satan in disguise and his satanic prophet Muhammad. Welcome. As you know, guys, we always start with a nice prayer. So I want to ask you to pray with me. باسم الآب والابن والروح القدس إله واحد. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. one God, we pray. نحن نصلي, we pray. Lord Christ, thank you for allowing me to do another live stream again. Please bless our audience, all the admins and our subscribers, and keep all of our loved ones and families, including ourselves, healthy and safe. Jesus, I want to ask you, I beg you, I pray to you to keep my wife and baby boy healthy and safe. Please protect my family, oh Lord. I know we are risking our lives, but please protect our families. And bless everybody who is here now and listening and watching to our very live stream. Thank you for this lovely audience and subscribers who are here to support us for so many years now, day in, day out. Lord, I really thank you for this awesome audience. Thank you so much, Lord. Yes, Lord. Thank you. Lord Christ, I pray to you, I beg you to cleanse us with your holy blood and fill us with your Holy Spirit. Please shine your holy light on all of us, including the Muslims who might be here, because they are seeking for the truth. They are seeking for answers which they never get from their imams and shuyukh. Yes, Lord. The shuyukh hide more than 90% of the facts, the hidden facts that we can find in the Islamic books. So, Lord, if those kind of Muslims are here to learn, then please open their eyes so also they can be saved as we are saved through your holy blood. Lord, fill me with your Holy Spirit and loosen my tongue today and guide me so I can speak the truth, nothing but the truth, without any error or any shame. And Lord, give us wisdom and courage to do whatever needs to be done in your holy name, above all names, O Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen. Amen. Welcome, everybody. We are live. Speaking from cave, Hira. We are live, baby. Welcome, guys. What's up? As you already see the title of today's live stream, today we're going to bring down the hammer on the Quran and we're going to show you some spelling and grammar mistakes, but also a lot of corruptions in the Hafs Quran, so Muslims can't play those games. We're going to show you all these disasters, all these mistakes and errors in the Hafs Quran, which is basically the number one used Quran, the most popular Quran version on this planet. Now, guys, you see here on the left our hero, Mimi Hijab, the hero of Islam, and Yasser Qadi on the right, Dr. Yasser Qadi. As you know, guys, Muslim apologists have been helping us a lot lately to expose the cult of Islam. And, they put really big holes, because that other day in 2020, when they did that conversation that went viral, the standard narrative has holes in it. Remember what Yasser Qadi said?
When you do a deep dive,
I'm a scuba diver.
when you do a deep dive,
I'm a scuba diver.
things get very, very awkward and difficult. When you do a deep dive,
I'm a scuba diver.
when you do a deep dive,
I'm a scuba diver.
things get very, very awkward and difficult.
I'm more than happy to go diving anywhere.
If I were to give you a blank Muslim,
Let's not.
I'm a scuba diver. I'm more than happy to go diving anywhere.
if I were to give you a blank Mus'haf,
Let's not. You're pushing me.
I'm a scuba diver. I'm more than happy to go diving anywhere.
if I were to give you a blank Mus'haf,
The standard narrative has holes in it.
The standard narrative has holes in it, baby. We should thank Mimi Hijab, right, for bringing up Yasser Qadi on that interview, because that day, many Muslims afterwards, after that interview, started to adopt Islam, and they became apostates. They left Islam because of these Muslim heroes that have been a gift that keeps on giving, i.e. the Muslim apologists and scholars of today. As you know, guys, last year, 2021, was truly an epic but disastrous year for the Islamic Ummah because of the actions of these Muslim apologists. Like Muhammad Hijab and Yasir Qadi, who set the holes in the standard narrative on the map. So today, guys, we are going to make that hole, these holes, even much bigger holes. So without further ado, let us start. Welcome everybody. Nice to see you, Tiger, Jai, Red Pill, Farouk Al-Ghami, all of you, even if you are Muslims, you're welcome here. We don't hate any Muslim. Welcome. Farouk Al-Ghami, don't worry. I know you're triggered, but don't worry. We will go there. Don't worry. Okay? Don't worry. Be patient with me, man. All right. This is the main topic of today, guys. And we're going to also go to other topics, but we'll see how far we will go. Lord willing, we can do a lot of damage. And like I said, I have a lot of meat for you today, guys. So grab some Pepsi, maybe some popcorn, and let us start. All right. As you know, guys, when that interview happened, you see here, this is Muhammad Hijab on the right. This is Yasir Qadi on the left. The full interview, the full video was around 1 hour and 45 minutes and 8 seconds. But what Muhammad Hijab, the deceiver, Mr. Golden Showers boy, Muhammad Hijab, he removed 30 minutes from the original interview. Why is that? Because Muhammad Hijab wanted to deceive his doubtful audience. He had to remove the last 30 minutes of that interview, and much later, both of them, they deleted the video. But they did not know, little did they know, that we already downloaded that interview and we made shish kebab out of the Quran. And we, you know, what happened, what was said that day cannot be unseen, because when you put something on the internet, it cannot be undone, it cannot be unseen. Hello? Bunch of geniuses, man. So basically, Yasir Qadi and Muhammad Hijab said, Allah abrogated our videos. Abrogated, brother. Like the Quran, like Allah, the kid in the candy store, loves to abrogate his own verses, right? That's what happened to that video too, guys. But little did they know that we have the video. And it went viral. And many Muslims left Islam because of that interview. Brother, I took a deep dive and Allah abrogated my video. That's what Yasir Qadi said. And that's what Muhammad Hijab did and said. Now, guys, as you know, the so-called Quran of Uthman, there is nothing called Quran of Uthman, because I challenge any sheikh, any imam, any scholar in Islam to show me the complete 7th century Uthmanic Mus'haf. Can you show me one? And this one is, I think, the Samarkand, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is the Samarkand manuscript that you can find in Uzbekistan, right? The Samarkand manuscript in Uzbekistan. This one is not complete. It has many variants, and it's certainly not Uthmanic. It does not come from the 7th century. It comes much later. And you see here, the old Qurans, as you see, they don't have any dotting, no dotting, right? Dots. And they have no vowels, tashkil. Without tanqeed, dotting, and without tashkil, vowels. So how are you going to read the Quran? Good luck with that. So the Quran basically used to look like this, but much later, guys, people like Abu al-Aswad al-Duwali and Al-Hajjaj, they started to play with the Arabic grammar, and they started to put dots and vowels in the Arabic text, right? So that's how the Quran was even later changed with Muslim hands. How can you play with the Quran like that? How can you put dots in the text? How can you play with that? How can you play with the Quran, changing the Quran as you please? You know what, let me put a dot there. No, you know what, let me put a dot there. You know what, let me put a vowel there. Right? You see here? As you see here? For example, if you put a dot here underneath, it becomes a B. And you put the vowel on top here, the fatha, it becomes ba, ba. You put a dhamma on top instead of a vowel like this one, like the fatha, it becomes boo. If you put a dot on top, it becomes nu. So, you know, the Quran became like toilet paper in the hands of the Muslim scholars. You know what? Let me put two dots there. It becomes a ya, an I basically, or an E, right? A vowel here underneath, which we call kasra, it becomes a B. B, boo, ba. You see, the whole thing changed, right? So that's what they did to the Quran. Corrupting the Quran as if the Quran is nothing but a lottery ticket in the hands of toilet paper, right? So guys, let us start with the first topic. Are you ready, guys? I said, are you ready? Give me a one if you're ready, baby. And invite as many people as you can. Please, guys, allow the numbers to go up. Invite and share. I cannot do this on myself. We need your help. Audience, Christians, friends, family in Christ. Please invite. Share the link to today's live show on social media. Allow the numbers to grow, guys. Come on. Come on, baby. This is the first topic. We're going to show you in the Hafs Quran, the most popular qira'ah, the most popular reading. I myself call it version, because there are many versions for the Quran. We're going to show you in the Hafs Quran the spelling disasters, the spelling errors and mistakes. Let us start. As you see here in front of you, this is the Arabic alphabet. The alif, the ba, the ta, tha, jim, ha, ha, kha, dal, and so on and so on. Now, I want you to pay close to the first letter, which is basically the alif, the A, alif, alif, we call it in Arabic alif, the A. And you see how many times the Quran has this kind of mistakes in it. Watch. Missing alifs, for example. Here is an example, guys. This is a name. Let's use, you know what? Let us use our brother here, Red Pill, for example. We are going to use you as an example, okay, brother? If you don't mind. You are today's example. I'm going to use you as an example. Now, here our friend Red Pill, his name is Red Pill. Can I call him Rot Pill? No, his name is Red Pill. It's a name. I cannot play with a name. But here in the Quran, Allah sometimes writes Imran without an alif. Here, a missing alif. Do you see it? He writes it like this. And sometimes he writes it like this. And this is both the Hafs Quran. Remember, there are many versions, many different versions for the Hafs Quran. We are talking about the Hafs. But even the Hafs has at least 7 different versions for the Hafs. Let me type it out. 7 different versions of the Hafs? Yes, Rob. Okay. So Allah sometimes decides to write Amran instead of Imran. Imran. Is it Imran or Imran? It's a name. We said a Red Pill. We're going to use you as an example. Can I call you Rod? No, you can. I cannot. Your name is Red Pill. I should not play with your name. Right? But Allah was doing that. He was playing with people's names. This guy is called Imran in the Quran. This is Quran. Let me show you guys. Let me prove it. If we go, for example, to chapter 3 Let me give you the link. And you can yourself on your side compare it. You'll see the disasters in the Hafs Quran. Here is the word, here is the name Imran. Do you see it? Now in the translation, they will fool you and they will write Imran. But the Arabic says Imran. And pay attention to this small tiny thing here. You see this small tiny thing. This is not a letter in the alphabet. Do you see this daggerish thing? Do you see it, guys? This small thing here in the middle? This daggerish, that like looking like a small dagger? Looking like a small dagger, guys? Do you see it? Hello? I'm asking you guys, do you see it? This small thing here? They try to fix the name, Imran, with this tiny thing here. But remember, this is not a letter in the alphabet. This is the true Alif. So this tiny thing, what is this thing? This fart. I love to call it a fart. So they try to use this daggerish fart, baby Alif, to fix Allah, the Muslims. They try to fix the name. But bro, this is not a letter. Let me show you how they play with the Hafs Quran and they deceive non-Arabic speaking Muslims, which are the 90% of the Muslim population. They, on different websites and in different Hafs Qurans, they fix it. Look, same chapter, Surah Ali Imran, same ayah, ayah 33. Here, they put a huge alif, the real alif here in the middle. Do you see it, guys? Imran. What happened to the baby alif? Wow! So do you see how Muslims are playing with the Quran? They're fixing the Quran with their hands and doing mental gymnastics to the Quran, right? Just to deceive the non-Arabic speaking Muslims. I mean, how did Allah send it down? Did Allah send it down like Amran or Imran? Which one is correct? Ya Muslimin. This is without the alif. Here, Muslims are fixing the Quran by putting an alif in the middle, right? Here is another example. Here is a word, disguise or heaven. Disguise or heaven. Now guys, I tried to do some investigation and I found the word mistakenly or written mistaken or with an error looking like this. Sumut. Sumut. But the word is samawat. You know, I found the correct way just once, almost correct, almost correct, just once. Because guys, let's say you are doing an Arabic exam, right? Arabic exam. You are going to take an Arabic exam in a university. In an Arabic exam, Arabic class, you're going to have to do a test and you write it like the Quran, samut. Without the alifs here. Do you see the alif number 1, alif number 2? Right? 2 alifs in the middle. You write it like this, the teacher will give you an F. If you write it like this. Like the Quran is writing it. This is the Quran. You know, guys, if it's a Muslim teacher, you can play mind games with him. You know why? Because if he gives you an F, if you write the samawat, the skies or the heavens, without the alifs, and he gives you an F, you can say to him, hey, wait, are you calling Allah a liar? Are you calling Allah and His Quran liars? And you will see how the guy is going to tap dance immediately. You know, he's afraid that he might get killed if the word go out, and he will give you an A. Because his life is going to be in danger, all right? Right? So just ask, if you want to play with that game, say to the teacher, are you saying that Allah makes mistakes? The guy, you'll see immediately how he's going to start, to tap dance. You remember those cowboy films, those old cowboy movies, when they take out their guns, their pistols, and they shoot on the ground and they make the guy start to tap dance, missing, just very close to his feet, shooting, trying to shoot him in the feet. The guy starts to tap dance. So that's what you can do with your teacher. All right? Guys, again, I tried to find the correct way in the Quran. I could not find it. I almost found it correctly. Watch. Here's the word. This is Quran.com. Let me give you the link. You can investigate yourself. Here's the word. Heavens or skies. Sumut. Remove the vowels. Remember, there are no vowels in the original Quran. This tiny daggerish alifs, they put it 2 times here. You see it? To fix it. To make it blind even more. So it says sumut. Sumut. But by adding the vowels, they fix, the disaster. Because how can you fix something that does not sound right? That does not sound right by putting vowels, putting these tiny things that are not a real alif. This daggerish alif. Right? Now I tried to find the correct one. Guys, and even in the Quran, on Quran.com, I almost found one time, I almost found the correct one. Look. Somewhat. It should have been samawat. 2 alifs here. Here it says samawat. So they only added the alif once to fix the word. In chapter 41, ayah 12. Do you see it? So I almost found it one time correctly written. Almost. Just once. But they wrote it 189 times incorrectly, looking like this. Do you see how they are trying to fix even in the Hafs Quran the mistake? Here they almost succeeded once. But every time I search for it, look. For example, chapter 67, ayah 3, they write sumut. Again, those tiny little baby alifs on top, which are not letters, and the vowels here on top. But if you remove the vowels, because remember the Quran is without vowels originally, without dotting, so how can we know that it's samawat? You can't. So you need to add vowels to fix the disaster. So you see, you guys are almost found one correct way, but here there's still an alif missing. Samawat. Samawat. So still an alif is missing. Almost I found it correctly written. Almost. But the rest of the times, 189 times, it is written incorrectly. And they still claim that the Quran is a perfect book, but they with their own hands, they need to fix the Quran. Right? And here, on this website, on QuranWow.com, they did actually fix the word. Look. Samawat. Double alifs. Do you see it? Alif number 1 and alif number 2. So they try to fix the Hafs Quran. This is the Hafs, guys. Both of them are Hafs. Do you see how they just fixed? Compare this word. Again, guys, compare this word with this one or that one. Here, no alifs at all. Only those tiny daggerish things here on top. Here, they try to fix it by putting 1 alif. So which one is correct? Is it with 1 alif? Is it without any alif? Or is it how you Muslims try to fix it, the Hafs Quran here on this website, by putting 2 alifs here, by fixing the word? So again, you can play those mind games with your Arabic teacher. Hey, are you saying that Allah is can make mistakes? Are you saying that the Quran has mistakes? And see how the teacher is going to tap dance, because he knows his life is going to be in danger. Farouk Al-Ghami, you're all over the place, brother. Farouk, if you claim to be a Muslim, maybe you can call me and save the Ummah. What do you think? The Ummah is drowning, brother. Maybe you can call me, right? Maybe you can call me and help the Ummah out, man. My Skype ID is TheRob Christian. My Skype is open, brother. Do you see how they fix the Quran? Here is another mistake that they try to deceive by, when you go to different websites, like I said, Quran. I'm using Quran.com and I'm using QuranWow.com. Both are official Quranic websites for the Hafs Quran. Look, this is chapter 1, Surah Al-Fatiha, chapter 1, ayah 4. Malika Yawmiddin. And again, on wow.com, QuranWow.com, Malika Yawmiddin. But wait, on Quran.com, the first one on Quran.com, there's an alif missing. Do you see it, guys? Do you see the missing alif here? Malika Yawmiddin. So remove the dowels, remove this fart daggerish thing here that is not a real alif. It becomes milk. Is it milk or Malik Yawmiddin? Which one is correct? Should we trust QuranWow.com or should we trust Quran.com? Which one? Do you see how they fix? Let me prove it again. Here is QuranWow.com. Look, here is an alif. They fixed Allah's name. And guys, this is one of Allah's 99 names. Maliki Yawmiddin. Here on Quran.com, same ayah, same chapter, Surah Al-Fatiha, ayah 4, the alif is missing. So Allah can't even write, or the writer of the Quran cannot even write the name of Allah, correctly. It's a name, right? It's a divine title. Is it Malik or Milk? Maybe the goat of Aisha, guys. Maybe the goat of Aisha, she ate the alif here. The goat of Aisha, the eternal word of Allah, the goat, the uncreated goat of Aisha who ate the Quran, she ate all the alifs. Missing alifs here. So that goat was hungry, man. Yeah, QuranWow.com is a great website that I love to use, but it's fixing the Quran, the Hafs Quran. You see here, the alif, guys, here, they added it, but here it's missing. I only took screenshots, right, guys? Do you see it? Here it's missing, here they fix it. And they are deceiving the non-Arabic speaking Muslims. Oh boy. Just compare, guys. You can compare it yourselves. Let me give you the link. Compare with one another and see if I'm lying. I mean, you don't need to be a genius to see the disasters already, right? The differences. Now, guys, forget about the spelling. That was topic number 1. Let us move on. What about the grammar? What about the grammar? Do you think Allah studied grammar? Do you think Allah studied grammar? Do you think Allah took Arabic classes and he got himself an A for grammar? Yeah, QuranWow.com, guys, is a naughty. Fixing Allah's Quran, naughty. Even fixing Allah's names, naughty. Yeah, that's what Mufti Abu Layth will always say. Nothing. That's not nice, brother. That's not nice. That's not a nice one. Fixing Allah's Quran. What do you think, guys? Please enlighten me. Do you think Allah will fail his grammar? Of course he failed. Watch. Here's an example that I want to show you. And I think I didn't show you this example before. This is Surah Al-Hud, chapter 11, ayah 90. Here Allah starts with plural, as you see, and ask your Lord for forgiveness and turn to him in repentance. Then Allah continues with singular. That's according to the Arabic grammar. It's a no-no. Guys, they claim that Allah is God, yet Allah makes grammar mistakes. Allah does not know the differences between plural and singular. Allah is confused. Let me put it on the screen. I created these things here for you to make it more clear. Again, let me explain what I'm trying to say. Here, the first couple of words, they are all in the plural form. Yes, Abdul Rahman, you're live on air.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, you're live on air. Welcome.
Hi, Rob, what's up?
I'm good. What about you?
Yeah, but Rob, I'm good. We had a conversation a few days
Yeah,
ago.
I
if you
remember you. We had really an awesome conversation actually that other day. Welcome again. Nice to
Yes.
see you here. How are you,
Thank
brother Abdul Rahman? I hope you're healthy. You're okay.
Yes, thank Allah. And I hope you two are healthy and okay.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. That's awesome to hear. Okay, brother Abdul Rahman, what do you want to say?
Yes, but Rob, you know that the Qur'at, we have different Qur'at readings.
Yes.
And these have to do with the different dialects of the Arab tribes. So it's normal to have these.
It's about dialect now. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure,
and the Tan'eed,
Abdul Rahman?
it's the Tan'eed,
Just
right.
a second. I want to understand something here. Are you an Arabic speaker? Are you a native?
Yes.
So you know Arabic?
Arabic is not my I know English and Arabic. Yes.
Okay. So let me just to confirm, my friend. Just to confirm, and everybody is listening. Is it the only difference? What you're trying to say? The only difference is the dialect.
The primary difference is the dialect, and then comes the Tan'eed, right? The different tashkil of the words, and also there are some letters that are also different because of the way things are pronounced.
What about the meaning and difference in doctrine then? Can doctrine change in meaning?
No, doctrines and meanings have not been changed through these Qur'an. Yes.
Just to make sure, are you sure? That's the $1 million question.
Yeah, only the tashkil has only changed,
Okay.
right?
Let me show you and let me shock you and surprise you. I asked you, are you sure? You said yes. Let me give you an example. Can you see the screen, brother Abdul Rahman?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can see.
This is the Hafs Quran. And I love to use this ayah often because I myself call it the mother of all variants in the Quran. You see, this is the Hafs, right? Can you see it? Hafs and
Yes.
awesome. Can you confirm?
Yes.
Okay, guys, this is the Hafs version and awesome. This is the number one qira'ah, the reading on this planet that Muslims use. Do you see? Chapter 37, ayah 12. Chapter 37, ayah 12. It says here in the Arabic, and you said that you can read Arabic and you can confirm. It says, بَلْ عَجِبْتَ وَيَسْخَرُونَ. Correct, right?
Right, that's correct.
Again, بَلْ عَجِبْتَ وَيَسْخَرُونَ. I want you, Abdul Rahman, I want you to pay close attention to the middle word here. عَجِبْتَ.
Right.
Okay. If we translate it, it says, but you, meaning you, Muhammad, you are shocked, you wonder, while your enemies, they mock you. Again, but you, meaning Muhammad, you wonder, you are shocked, while they, the enemies, mock you. But wait, if we go to other qira'at, other versions, we come to a shocking conclusion that the meaning changes. Not only the meaning, even the doctrine. Why am I saying doctrine? Look, this is the Abu al-Harith an al-Kisai reading, Abu al-Harith for short. It says here, بَلْ عَجِبْتُ, not عَجِبْتَ, but بَلْ عَجِبْتُ وَيَسْخَرُونَ, meaning, but I, Allah is saying, I am shocked, I wonder, while they mock. Meaning, Allah himself is now the one in context. Allah is the one who's shocked. Allah sounds like a human being.
Which
Allah
reading
is
is
shocked.
this? Sorry that I cut you off. I was asking you, this is Abu al-Harith.
Yes, this is Abu al-Harith. What do you think about al-Duri? Here is more. Here is a Duri that contradicts the Hafs Quran. Here, al-Duri an al-Kisai. Chapter 37 again, ayah 12. بَلْ عَجِبْتُ وَيَسْخَرُونَ. So which one is correct? Is Allah the one shocked, looking like a human being, and the enemies mock Allah?
But Rob, you know that we don't use Al-Duri or Abu al-Harith. We only use now Hafs. This is now the majority of the world now uses it.
Yeah, but what about the Moroccans? What about Libya? What about
they use they use the Warsh. The Moroccans, right?
Yeah, the Moroccans, they use Warsh. But is it Quran? Is it Quran or not?
Yeah, but Al-Duri, yes, there is an authentic chain, but we can ignore it, right?
What?
We could just focus on the Hafs.
So we should, are you saying that Muhammad, when he said there are 7 huruf and there are 10 readings, did Muhammad lie? Did your prophet lie? Wait, are you saying, Abdurrahman, I want to learn from you. Are you calling your prophet a lie when he said, when he was confronted by the Sahaba, he said, no, they are all Quran. Remember the story when someone was praying in a different, qira'ah, and Umar, he was walking by and he caught the guy by his throat. Guys, imagine, Umar himself, he went to the guy, he caught him by his throat, and he dragged him over the floor all the way to the Prophet of Islam. He said, this guy is reciting the Quran differently than you taught us. And Muhammad told him, asked him, please recite. And he recited, and he recited differently again than Umar. Than Umar have learned. And Muhammad said what? Can you remind us what Muhammad said?
Yes, he said that there are that the reading that he did this Imam is not incorrect. That there are different readings.
So they are all Quran, right?
Yes.
So again, which of these qira'at should we accept? Because the meaning changes, as you see, the doctrine changes, and you see here, it becomes even clear that Allah sounds like a human being. Allah is shocked. Allah is wondering.
But Rob, like I told you, it's only in the tashkil, right? That there's a dhamma for T, and in the Abu al-Harith, and then the other. It has to do with the way they're pronouncing it, right?
Okay.
It could still mean bal ajibtu. It could still mean you, right? But even though
but which one is correct?
We could say both. We can reconcile them, Rob. Right? We can say it's just different pronunciations, but different. But
which one? But which one is correct? Because we have a different meaning, different doctrine. Because it puts Allah in a really bad spot. Allah sounds like a weakling. Allah sounds like you and me, a human being who is having distress. Allah is shocked. Which one is it? Is it Muhammad who is shocked? Oh, is it Muhammad who is shocked, or is it Allah who is shocked? Which one is it?
It is our prophet that's shocked, right?
So you're again calling your prophet a liar? You're throwing all these other qira'at under the bus? You just confirmed, you just said to me, and everybody heard you, and it's recorded, Abdurrahman. At least respect your prophet. Your prophet said they are all Quran, but when we compare these qira'at, we come to a shocking conclusion that the doctrine changes. We are putting Allah in a bad spot here.
But here in Abu al-Harith, if you can see, it says, but I want, bal ajibtu yaskharuna. Ajibtu here, it can also mean you, right? Because of it's only the nutq. I know that the nutq.
Yeah, but in context is about Muhammad. The Hafs Quran is in context is about Muhammad.
We could say here also.
So what are we going to do now, Abdurrahman? Abdurrahman, what are we going to do now?
Okay, so can you say also in Abu al-Harith it's about Muhammad?
No, it's about Allah. Do you see it? It's on the screen. It says, Allah saying, but I wonder while they mock, my enemies mock me.
But this pronunciation can also mean you, right? But ajibtu, it can also mean you, right? It can mean I or you.
No, it's talking about Allah, my friend. Come on. It's when we ask Muslim, when we ask you, who is the one always talking in the Quran, you say it's Muhammad. It's Allah. Sorry, it's Allah.
Right,
Allah is saying, Bal ajibtu, Allah, I am shocked, I am wondering while my enemies mock me. That's what Allah is saying here. So which one should we? Which one is Quran? But when you're going to say that all Quran, you have a huge, major contradiction that you cannot save yourself from.
But Rob, because you know that they stopped Al-Azhar, for example, stopped printing the Abu al-Harith. These
why? Tell us why.
They said no, we're going to do the Hafs. This is the Al-Azhar.
Yeah, but why?
Because they don't want these other versions.
The other versions. So we have different Qurans. So are you confirming basically what I'm teaching here, that the Qurans are not one Quran? You have been lied to. We all have been lied to. There are many different Quran versions? Is that what you're trying to say now?
Yeah, I thought everyone knows that, right? There are many different Quran versions.
Guys, do you hear it? Finally, the cat is out of the bag. But they have always told us for the last 1400 years the Quran is one. You just told us, you just confirmed the Quran is not one. You just destroyed the main doctrine, one of the main doctrines in Islam, that the Quran is not one. So the Quran is changed.
Right, but here's the thing, Rob.
Wow!
The Quran is one in the number of surahs in ayat. Right? It's 6,000 ayat and 114 surahs.
Oh, man.
So
are you sure? Wait, are you sure? Just a second. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah, it's always been 114,
no,
right? And
that's a lie, right?
No?
That's a lie.
What? Yeah, the Sahabas had some differences, right?
So wait. You just said there always been 114, but let me tell you a little secret. We know that Ubay ibn Ka'b, right? Ubay ibn Ka'b had a mushaf, his own personal mushaf was 116. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, 111. He removed Surah Al-Fatiha, he removed chapter 113 and 114. So he had only 111 chapters. And remember what Abdullah ibn Mas'ud claimed? He said, I know the Quran better than anyone. That's a huge claim, right? But he had only 111 chapters.
But the thing is, Rob, there was an ijma' from the Sahaba in the final showcase of the Quran, the Ard al-Akhir.
Yeah, so it was, yeah, okay, but I mean, remember the Sahih Bukhari hadith when Muhammad said, if you want to learn about the recitation, regarding the recitation, go to 4. Yeah, go. He started with Ibn Mas'ud. He had a reason why he started with Ibn Mas'ud. Then he continued with the other. But Ibn Mas'ud, his Quran was only 111 chapters.
Yeah, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud made a mistake. Yeah.
We can talk about this.
Made mistakes, right?
Exactly. So, Abdul Rahman, brother, let us be honest here. You mentioned a couple of disaster things. You yourself, and it's recorded, you said there are more than one Quran. I agree, because the proof is on the screen.
Yes.
You also said the Quran was always 114 chapters. That's a lie. We have 114. We have Ubay, his version is 116. 2 more chapters. And we have Ibn Mas'ud, who was even almost beaten to death. They broke his hip. And he didn't want to hand his Quranic Mus'haf. His Quran was 111 chapters. So the Quran was not always 114 chapters. We should thank Uthman, Caliph Uthman, for giving the command to Zayd ibn Thabit, who is a family. And Uthman was always giving high positions to his own family members. Zayd and the other 2 that he commanded to collect the Quran from bones, from animal skin, from stones. And so remember, because animal skin was really expensive in the old days. So they Zayd ibn Thabit, he said, you are commanding me to do something that my own Prophet Muhammad did not command us to do. Right? And he said it's going to be a huge...
Right?
Sorry?
But he died before... The Prophet did command it, but he died before they did it, right?
I challenge you to give me one Sahih narration. Listen carefully, Abdul Rahman. I challenge you to give me one Sahih narration where Muhammad says, please collect the Quran. Can you give me one Sahih narration, please? Please do so.
No, I don't think there is a narration. But some scholars have suggested
So did you just lie again to me? Abdul Rahman, let me tell you a little secret. I'm immune for taqiyya and lies. Come on, bro. You're talking to Rob Christian, man.
Right.
Don't lie to me, please. Because I know all of this. I know all of this, my friend. Don't lie, please. Don't do it. You're being recorded, man. Come on.
There is a narration, but
so there isn't. So Muhammad never gave the command to collect the Quran, right? Okay. Now let me show you. Let me show you. You said only the vowels, right? Here, the things here on top have the changing, right?
And there are some letter differences, but these don't really make differences in the meanings, right? They're just the dialect has to do with the way they used to pronounce it.
We just showed you that it's not only about the dialect. We have meaning in words.
The tashkil, yeah. Like you showed me that the tashkil is different, right?
Yeah. We have, for example, for chapter 1, ayah 4, for Malik Yawmiddin, remember? And we have Malik Yawmiddin.
Malik.
Yeah.
Malik Yawmiddin.
So
it's
there's
the same, right?
No, it's not the same, because Malik.
Malik and Malik.
No.
Malik is king, right?
Malik is king.
Malik.
Malik is owner. I can be an owner of my house. I can be an owner of a piece of land, but I'm certainly not king. There's a difference between a king and an owner. Malik Yawmuddin, Malik Yawmuddin. So there's a difference between king and owner. That's an example, but there are many, tons of examples that we can show you. There is even, here's more. Let me show you one that I really find disastrous for the Muslim Ummah. Let's see if I can put it on the screen, my friend. Just a second. Okay, let's see. Chapter 66. Look at this one, bro.
Let's look at it.
Here is chapter 66, ayah 12. Do you see it? This is it's on the screen, right? Do you see it? Surah Al-Tahrim.
Yes.
Okay. Guys, Surah Al-Tahrim, chapter 66, ayah 12. The famous ayah that Allah blows inside the vagina of the Islamic Maryam. And here the other day I tried to be funny. I'm not always funny, but I try to be funny to see if Muslims would accept it. Look, an example of Amina, Amina who guarded her vagina, we therefore breathe into her a spirit from ourselves. And that was just for joking, if to see if any Muslim would accept it if it's about the mother of Muhammad. But jokes aside, look, this chapter here, this ayah 12, if we go to other qira'at, we see the disaster. Look what it says here. وَكُتُبِهِ versus وَكِتَابِهِ. وَكِتَابِهِ. We have multiple ayahs that contradict one another. Is it the Quran, for example, his book, or is it his books? Which one is it? There's a difference in doctrine, and there's difference in meaning. Which one should we accept? Is it وَكُتُبِهِ وَكِتَابِهِ? Do you hear the difference? وَكُتُبِهِ, meaning plural, books,
yes.
Or كِتَابِهِ, one book. Which one is it?
Where does it say kitabihi? In which version? This is the Warsh?
This is the Hafs. The Hafs says وَكُتُبِهِ, his books. Yeah, the Hafs says multiple. But if we go, let me try to show you. Let me try to show you, my friend. When we say something, we need to prove it, right? I'm a person, right. When I say something, I love to prove it. Just a second. I'm almost there to put it on the screen. Chapter 66, ayah 12. Chapter 66, ayah 12. Okay, almost there, my friend. Here. I went to this website. It is called nquran.com. I can send you even the link. You know what? Let me send you the link in Skype anyway. So you can have it and you can... Yes, I can, of course. No problem.
Thank you.
No problem, my friend. Your wish is my command.
Thank you. Because the thing I've been told about, I've never read the other Qur'at.
No, you should. You should. You're going to get shocked, my friend. Here, let me show you, my friend. This is again what? Chapter 66, Surah Al-Tahrim, ayah 12. Chapter 66, ayah 12. This website is awesome. It's an epic website, and I love to use it often to show the differences between readings. Look, this is Hafs. This is the Hafs. Maybe if I make it smaller, we can see that it is Hafs and Asim. Hafs and I can't make it bigger, my friend, sorry. But here, Hafs and Asim says, وَكُتُبِهِ. Right? This is your number one reading, right? The Hafs. Hafs and Asim. It says, وَكُتُبِهِ. What is kutubihi? Plural.
His books.
His books. Right. Okay. We scroll down. We go, for example, to قَالُونَ عَنَّافِي. قالون عن نافي, it says وكتابه, singular. His book.
Why
instead
did they
of
add this?
let me play it. Let me play it so you can hear it, bro. Let me play it.
Okay.
ومريم ابنة عمران التي أحصنت فرجها فنفخنا فيه من روحنا فنفخنا فيه من روحنا
just a second.
وصدقت
Here, watch now.
بكلمات ربها وكتابه.
Did you hear it? وَكِتَابِهِ.
Yes.
We play the sound and you can see it on the screen if you know a little bit Arabic and you read your Quran.
Yeah, I do.
So you see, the Qalun contradicts the Hafs more. Even the Warsh. Look, this is the second reading, Warsh, that they use in Morocco. This is the second popular qira'ah, second popular version immediately after the Hafs. This one also says, وَكِتَابِهِ, his book, instead of Hafs.
Yeah,
Kutubihi.
but here, Rob, another thing about the Quran is that sometimes it just deepens the meaning, right? So here, when it's plural, what it does is the polarity of majesty, right? It says kutub, it just to make an emphasis, right? On
Abdurrahman, come on, my friend. I know you're trying to do damage control now, but be honest. I told you, please be honest with me. Here we have a problem. What is the problem? We have a problem in meaning, different meaning, and we have a problem, different aqidah. Because one ayah says in the Hafs is talking about many books. This can be the Torah, this can be the Injil, this can be the Quran. But if we go to the other qira'at like Warsh, it becomes one book. Which book we do not know. Let's say it's the Quran. So is it the Quran or is it the Torah, the Injil, the Zabur, and the Quran? Which one is it? There's a problem, my friend, in meaning and in doctrine. Right. So you see, Abdurrahman is now honest. He says right, meaning he accepts, he confirms. So what are we going to do? So it's not only the dialect, right? You said, when you called me, you said only dialect. No, it's much more than dialect. It's a meaning and difference in meaning, difference in doctrine, difference in aqidah. So they have lied to you, my friend. They told you a lie, a huge lie. Turns out that we have many different Arabic Qurans.
Yeah, the Quran is not something that I really checked into.
So I hope you learned something new today, Abdurrahman. But here's the thing: try to be honest with you. Don't be honest with me because I've been there, done that. I've in my many hundreds and hundreds of debates in the past 15 years, I've come to a conclusion that Muslims cannot lie to us anymore. Everything is on the internet. This is a huge website, awesome website that we compare Quran with. Let me give it actually to everybody in the live chat. This is the link, guys. You can compare it yourselves and see. Whenever you see
Rob,
purple, you see the variant there.
Right. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So you've done a lot of discussions and debates with other Muslim
Shuyukh,
scholars.
yeah,
What were their
Shuyukh
answers?
scholars.
And Shuyukh, what were their answers to you?
Well, the answers are exactly what you just told me. When they call in 9 out of 10 times, they don't know who Rob Christian is. So they think they can deceive me because remember, that's the thing that is in Islam. Because after doing a lot of investigation, after reading many Islamic books and so on, I had to come to a conclusion that Islam started by deception and it's founded on deception. The main foundations of Islam is pure deception, pure taqiyya. So what they do, the scholars, when they call us, the shuyukh, when they debate me, right? When they debate me, they will try to use deception. But they don't know that we did our homework. We have studied the Quran. We have studied these variants. We have studied all these different qira'at. So they try to say, only the sound is different. It sounds different. It's only about the dialect. And they love to tell you, not one letter is changed, not one vowel is changed, not one dot is changed. But when we compare all these qira'at, we come to a shocking conclusion that your scholars lie to themselves, they lie to the Muslims who are too illiterate, and they lie to us Christians. But we Christians, we have to actually cross the red line. Remember when Yasir Qari said, we Muslims don't dare to cross the red line, but we Christians, on the other hand, we do cross that red line and we show you the holes in the standard narrative. Remember when Yasir Qari said, there are holes in the standard narrative. Don't push me, Mimi Hijab, don't push me. That's what Yasir Qari said. Because Yasir Qari knows, deep inside he knows that there are many thousands and thousands and thousands of differences in aqidah, differences in meaning. Letters are missing, words are missing, vowels can change the meaning. It's a huge mess, my friend. So why are you a Muslim? Why are you a Muslim? Why are you a Muslim?
For many reasons, right? There's so many reasons.
Yeah, but we just exposed one of the main lies for the last 1400 years, that the Quran is one. Muslim scholars have always told us, the Quran is one, the Quran is one. Not one letter changed, but hey, it's in front of you. The change are in front of you. What are we going to do now? Are we going to leave Islam?
This is the first time I see this. This is the first time I see this.
Yeah, you see, Abdurrahman, I've played a video before. There's an Arabic sheikh. He was kicked out from Dubai, from his studio. He said more than 90%, listen carefully, brother Abdurrahman. You're my brother in humanity. Listen carefully. Sheikh Wasim Yusuf, a very well-known Arabic sheikh.
Yes, I know him.
Yeah. He said more than 90% the shuyukh are hiding the facts, because if they're going to show them, like I am today showing, Muslims will all become apostates and they will leave Islam. You're going to get shocked. And Abdurrahman, you just confirmed it.
But he's Shia, right, Rob? He's Shia.
No. He's Sunni, my friend. He's Sunni. He used to have an office. He used to have even his own TV show in Dubai, and they kicked him. They fired him because he did too much damage. Because of him, many Muslims started to doubt Islam, like Muhammad Hijab, like Yasir Qadi. Many Muslims after that interview, they became they started to doubt and left Islam. And Muhammad Hijab got triggered. He said, "How dare you? Shame on you!" Remember what he said afterwards? It's on the internet. It's recorded. Muhammad Hijab became angry. How dare you? How dare you to question the Quran? How dare you to start to doubt? And what did they do? They removed the interview, right? They deleted the video. And even Muhammad Hijab, here it's in front of you. We took screenshots, my friend. Muhammad Hijab removed the last 30 minutes of that debate, of that conversation. And later, both of them, they deleted the video. But wait, we already downloaded the video. Here.
When you do a deep dive.
Is this Yasir Qadi or not? I have everything here on my panel. The holes in the standard narrative.
But Sheikh Yasir Qadi did a huge book about the science of the Quran, right?
Yasir Qadi, my friend. Yasir Qadi, he is the gift that keeps on giving. Yasir Qadi himself had a huge inner struggle when he, was graduating in, I believe it was Yale. That was what. Correct me if I'm wrong. When he was graduating, right, for his PhD, he had, he started to doubt, and he said, I really started to have problems with myself because I see all these holes in the standard. He is the one who said there are holes in the standard narrative. Right? So he himself had issues. And he said, no, we should not discuss this subject that we are talking about right now here. We should not discuss this publicly because many Muslims will leave Islam. This is only for the student of knowledge. You should not cross the red line. That's what Yasir Qadi said during that interview, right? Don't dare to cross the red line. But we Christians do dare, and we are making the holes even bigger by showing you the many differences, many variants. So what are you going to do, Abdurrahman? You said, my friend, you never saw this before. So you must be shocked, right?
Yeah, this is
major,
right? Shocking, but I have to do more research.
Yeah, I give you the link, my friend. Compare. And what about what? Forget about this. What about the grammatical mistakes in the Quran, my friend? Look. I showed you this one. Look, my friend. This is chapter 11. This is the Hafs. Forget about Warsh. Forget about Qalun. This is Hafs, pure Hafs, right? Surah Al-Hud. Do you see it, my friend? It's on the screen.
Right.
Ayah 90. You're an Arabic speaker. Look, it says Allah starts with plural, right? And he says Rabbakum. Rabbakum, right? Thumma tubu.
Right.
Tubu. Ilayhi. So you have to, he's your Lord and so on, and you have to turn to him, and you need to ask forgiveness from your Lord. Your Lord, you see it, you don't need to be a genius that it's in the plural form. Rabbakum. Do you see it? But what does Allah do? And you Muslims claim that the Quran is a perfect divine book from Allah. Now here's the $1 million question, and I hope the audience are listening carefully. Don't allow yourself to get distracted, guys. Allah then continues with singular form, and He says, Rabbi Rahimun Wadud. So which one is it? What should we do with this one? Should Allah not continue with the plural forms? He started with plural. Allah should have continued with plural and said again, Rabbakum instead of Rabbi. So you see, I am trying to help Allah here. I put a red line on it should have been, your Lord is most merciful, most loving. So Allah is confused. Allah cannot be God. Allah is confused and He uses both forms of words, which means the plural and the single form, in one ayah. So
but this happens a lot, like we could.
What?
Yeah. Sometimes sometimes the plural is used and sometimes the singular is used.
Yeah, but that means Allah. We should ask Allah and His illiterate prophet to go retake Arabic exam and learn basic Arabic grammar, because it seems that Allah doesn't know His own language. Remember the Quran and sent down in perfect Arabic language. But when we do some digging like this, and the proof is on the screen, we see that Allah doesn't even know Arabic. These are basic Arabic grammar rules. You can't start with plural and then continue with singular. That's a grammar mistake, my friend. So should we ask Allah to learn Arabic? What do you think?
But Rob, this is not corruption, right? This is
no. Forget about. I told you, forget about variance. Forget about the warsh. This is pure Arabic grammar. Allah doesn't know. Allah, the writer of the Quran, His grammar sucks, my friend. I mean, let us use Abdurrahman, guys, hang up. Abdurrahman, poor guy, just hang up. Ya shuyukh, ya imams, ya fadilat al-Azhar sheikhs, ya fadulat al-shuyukh. Yeah, hello.
Hi.
Hello, French Montana. Welcome. You're live on air.
Can you let me talk now?
Talk.
Okay. First of all, can you go back to the last issue of the Samaritans? and then we go back to this one.
It's you, the news. It's you, right?
Come on, let me talk.
No problem. I just want to confirm, and everybody knows, guys. We have our friend here who loves to talk back and forth about the Samaritans. D News is on the call, guys. He calls himself French Montana. What about the Samaritans? What about the Samaritans?
Go back and bring the verse of the Samaritans of the last time.
Lord of mercy. What has that to do with today's live show, my friend?
Yeah,
why didn't you call me last time? Why did you fail to call me last time?
After this one, we go back to this topic of the recitation.
Okay, no problem. Go ahead. What do you want to say about the Samaritans?
Okay, let me ask you.
Yes.
Who is the Samari mentioned in that verse? Is the Samari someone who is a Jew in the times of Moses, or the Samari because you see that he's called the Samari, he thought he's from the Samaritans? So now I want you to show to your followers that you were lying to them the last time when you said.
Where did I lie? Go ahead. Where did I lie?
Okay.
Here, this is chapter 20, D News. This is chapter 20 that you're talking about.
Okay.
Just a second. I allowed you to talk. Let me explain. Let me explain. Chapter 20 of the Quran, guys. It's in front of you. Ayahs 85 to 87 and ayahs 95 to 97. Look what it says. Allah said, "But indeed we have tried your people after you departed, and the Samiri, meaning the Samaritan, has led them astray. So Moses returned to his people angry and grieved. Moses said,
Okay.
let me finish. Moses
Go ahead.
Moses, so who's the one talking? Moses is talking.
Yeah,
You see?
yeah. I agree.
And
I
what
agree.
is your case, O Samiri? So here's the $1 million question. How can Moses how can Moses talk to a Samaritan while the Samaritans did not exist yet in the time of Moses?
Exactly.
Did the guy
Let me talk.
took a time travel machine and he went
Let me
to the
talk.
past? Beat me up,
Let me
Scotty.
talk. Can you let me talk?
Talk.
Can you let me talk? Let me talk.
Stop crying, D-News. Talk. I'm listening. Stop crying, man.
Now who is the Samiri? Come on. Because he's called the Samiri, it does not he's from the Samaritan. The Samiri is a Jewish figure.
D-News. You're a joke, son of a joke. Don't ever call me again. Waste of time, man. Suddenly, a Samaritan is not a Samaritan anymore, guys. Bunch of idiots, man. Don't ever call me again. Hello, you're live on here? Call me when you don't watch cartoon movies. Yeah, hello? Are you going to play sounds when you call me? Hello? Let me block this idiot too. Too many trolls and idiots, man, today. Bunch of trolls, man. Idiots, man. Yeah, I think he's in an elevator, right? The guys is in an elevator. Go play somewhere else, man. I have no time for children, man. What's wrong with you Muslims, man? Is that the way to defend the man-made Quran of Allah? Again, the Samaritans did not exist in the time of Moses. The Samaritans came much later. They came into existence much later, at least 700 years later. Moses lived 700 years before the Samaritans came into existence. 700 years of a disaster. Allah created, Muhammad. There's nothing called God in Islam. There's nothing called Allah. It's always Muhammad who wrote the Quran. Muhammad, the fraud prophet, he thought that the Samaritans lived in the time of Moses. Little did he know that the Samaritans did not exist in the time of Moses. So this is a huge 700 years of a disaster in the Quran, a historical disaster, so to speak. Don't waste my time, man. Where was I, guys? Yeah, guys, we showed Abdurrahman, poor Abdurrahman. Let me try to call him back. Or someone walked up to him. Let me try to call him now. Maybe, I like Abdurrahman, to be honest with you guys. Hey, Abdurrahman, how are you, my friend? Are you okay now? Do you want to continue or are you done for today?
I could continue for another 5 or 10 minutes.
Sure, okay. We were talking about chapter 11, ayah 90, right?
Yes, the plural and the singular, yeah.
So we showed you, my friend, and you yourself said, I never knew about this stuff. Allah, who claims to be the writer of the Quran, doesn't know his own grammar. The grammar of Allah sucks, really. It's really bad. I mean, when you are, let's say, 10 years old, just example, you go to school, they teach you grammar. But it seems that Allah, who claims to be the true God of Islam, his grammar is really bad. What are we going to do with this grammar mistakes? And my friend, let me tell you a small secret. There are over 900 similar grammatical mistakes in the Quran. There are over 2,500 spelling mistakes in the Quran that Muslims don't know about. Grammar, 900 grammar mistakes in the Hafs Quran? Yes. And I can do this all day, my friend. Forget about the Warsh, forget about the Qalun, forget about the Khalaf version, forget about the Duri version. This is Hafs. This is your number one Quran version of the world.
Right. أنا ضعيف في النحو. Like I'm weak in grammar.
No problem, my friend.
I wouldn't know these.
Abdurrahman, I respect that. I myself, I am not a scholar of the Arabic language, but my Arabic is much better. It seems that my Arabic is much better than Allah because I am helping Allah with his grammar. So like Muhammad Hijab always says, I am your teacher, boy. I can say that to Allah. I'm teaching Allah grammar. Do you see it? I'm fixing the Quran of Allah that Muslims don't dare to fix.
But here's the thing also, Rob,
yes,
that the Arabs never criticized the Quran.
Why is that? Why is that?
Arabs would,
why?
Yeah, they kept on criticizing our beloved the Prophet and the, but they've never like if there were problems with the Quran, they would have criticized it. They would have made fun of it.
Are
right?
you sure?
But they said that the Quran is the best written Arabic.
What if I can show
Quran.
you? What if I can show you that Ibn Abbas, the cousin of Muhammad, what if I can show you that Ali criticized the Quran? What are we going to do? If I can prove it.
But he did not criticize it grammatically, right?
Yes, we have reports from Aisha. From Aisha herself, there are many reports about this stuff. But forget about it. You know, let me show you. Let me actually show you that according to Ibn Abbas, do you see here? Look what it says here. This is the I gave it the title, Quran corrupted by a sleepy scribe. What? A Quran can be corrupt. The Quran can be corrupted by a sleepy scribe of Muhammad. Yes, look. Look, my friend. Just a second. Okay. Let me, here. If we go to chapter 13 of the Quran, Surah Al-Ra'd, the thunder, ayah 31, look what Ibn Abbas said in a Sahih hadith. Look, I found this hadith and let me actually send it to you too, and let me put it also in the live chat. Guys, focus please. Everybody focus on the screen. Look what it says. You can read Arabic and you can understand it.
This is a weak hadith, right?
No, this is Sahih. This is Fath al-Bari, Fath al-Bari, لابن حجر العسقلاني. This is the Masdar, Fath al-Bari, لابن حجر العسقلاني. And it says here in the bottom, look, إسناده صحيح. Everybody in the chain are of the people of Al-Bukhari. Yeah, Isnad is Sahih.
But it did not say Sahih. Isnaduhu Sahih is something else from
What does that mean?
So the matn might be weak. The matn,
what?
Yeah, it has to
No, my friend. So it says, look what it says here. Isnaduhu Sahih. The chain of narration is Sahih. It's authentic. Okay. And all the men, look, كلهم, everybody are of the men Rijal. You always speak of signs of Rijal, right? Mm-hmm. The men are of that Al-Bukhari. That means it's the most highest of highest isnads, meaning Sahih. It's, all the people in the chain are Sahih. So it's not.
It says isnaduhu Sahih does not matter. It does not mean that the matn can be also authentic. So you can have an authentic.
My friend, what can? Right. Come on, Abdurrahman, you're talking to Rob Christian again, man. Isnad. Do you need? What does isnad mean? Go ahead.
The chain.
The chain is what? The chain is what?
The chain is authentic.
Thank you. And then it continues saying, everybody in the chain, all the men in the chain are of that Al-Bukhari. What does that mean?
From the men of Bukhari.
What does that mean?
Very authentic men.
Very authentic. Okay,
authentic
now that we just confirmed again that it's very authentic, let us read it. Look, let us go back from zero. Look what it says, and I'm going to translate. You know Arabic a little bit? Read with me.
Yes.
An Ibn Abbas, the cousin of Muhammad, Hibr al-Ummah, the ink of the Ummah, that was his nickname, Tarjaman al-Quran, the translator of the Quran of his lifetime, according to the Prophet of Islam. This is the giant of giants. No doubt.
Absolutely.
Okay, absolutely. Guys, you hear it? Absolutely. Ibn Abbas. Look what it says here. إِنَّهُ كَانَ يَقْرَأُهَا, meaning chapter 13, ayah 31. Look what it says here. أَفَلَمْ يَيْأَسِ, Quran, he says, أَفَلَمْ, look. أَفَلَمْ يَيْأَسِ. Ibn Abbas used to read it as أَفَلَمْ يَتَبَيَّنِ. يعني meaning أَفَلَمْ يَيْأَسِ.
Oh yeah, so the meaning is the same, Rob. So there's nothing that changed.
No. The meaning is totally changed. Watch. And then he continues, look at the disaster what follows. ويقول, and then Ibn Abbas continues saying, كتبها الكاتب, meaning the scribe wrote it, and he was what? He was tired. He was sleepy. Nice.
Yeah. But
so according, no, just let me explain for the audience who didn't catch it. So according to Ibn Abbas, this ayah, he himself, Ibn Abbas, used to read it as أَفَلَمْ يَتَبَيَّنِ. But the scribe, who was too sleepy, he wrote it as أَفَلَمْ يَيْأَسِ. So he wrote it as we have it now in Quran today in chapter 13, ayah 31. But Ibn Abbas said, no, it should have been أَفَلَمْ يَتَبَيَّنِ. That's what Ibn Abbas said. Meaning, from Ibn Abbas, he was reading it as يَتَبَيَّنِ. But the sleepy scribe, he wrote instead أَفَلَمْ يَيْأَسِ.
Yeah, so this is a different qira'ah, right? And we said that different qira'at can also have different meanings. Not different meanings, different letters or words that have the same meanings, Rob.
But
right?
you said when you called me, you called me, you said, no, dots don't change, vowels don't change, words don't change, but we see totally different words. The Quran of today reads يَيْأَسِ, but according to Ibn Abbas, it should have been يَتَبَيَّنِ. Totally different meaning, totally different word.
So Ibn Abbas here made a mistake.
What? Can you please, for the love of Allah, shin, say it again? Ibn Abbas did what?
Did the mistake.
Ibn Abbas did what? For Allah's chin, for Allah's shin.
Sahabas can make mistakes.
Ibn Abbas did what?
Probably made a mistake. Ibn Abbas
Come on, Abdurrahman, are you throwing Ibn Abbas under the bus? Who is Tarjaman al-Quran, the translator of the ink of the Ummah? Are you throwing him under the bus now?
Rob,
it's
Ibn
Sahih.
Abbas is not the prophet. Ibn Abbas is not. Ibn Abbas
so
can make
your
mistakes,
prophet lied when he said, "Go to Ibn Abbas regarding the tafsir of the Quran."
Yeah, the tafsir of the Quran, he is Tarjaman al-Quran. Right?
Okay, so did he make a mistake or not? Was Ibn Abbas? Was Abbas?
Made a mistake with.
My friend, are you saying that Ibn Abbas? Are you saying that Ibn Abbas was drunk on camel urine that day? Is that what you're trying to say? Did he drink nabit? Did he drink wine? Like
No.
the Prophet of Islam? No. So did Ibn Abbas lie? Just to confirm, are you throwing Ibn Abbas under the bus? And did he lie?
What I'm saying is that Ibn Abbas can make mistakes. He made 5 mistakes. Right?
I'm really happy that it's recorded and you just said that Ibn Abbas made mistakes. I'm really happy with that.
Because Rob, the Quran that we have today does not have Yadabayna. It has Yasa, right? And so Sahabas made mistakes.
Wow.
And
Sahaba radiyallahu anhuma, they made mistakes.
But the thing
radiyallahu anhum, they made mistakes.
Yeah, we look at the Ijma', not the
Lord
the
of
can
mercy.
make mistakes. The individual can make mistakes.
So Ibn Abbas,
right?
according to your prophet, Ibn Abbas, the memorizer, Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Abbas, who memorized the Quran, he knew Quran inside out, he made a mistake.
Rob, he's a human being. We can all make mistakes, Rob, right? But here's the thing, Rob.
This is major. This is huge. But can you show me? Okay, I'll go with your argument. Abdurrahman, listen carefully, my friend. I'll go with your argument. Let's say...
Here's also another thing I wanted to say.
No, just let me finish my sentence, my friend.
Okay.
I'll go with you. Ibn Abbas made a mistake. Can you show me one source that says that this hadith here on the screen is a lie, it's matruk, it's daif? Can you show me one source? Just to confirm that Ibn Abbas, he made a mistake. I want to, show me one source.
So this hadith, the hukm al-muhaddith is isnaduhu sahih ala rijal al-Bukhari. And this does not mean that the matn has to be authentic, right? Because if there are different variations.
According to
This is according to, there's a fatwa in Islam web about this. Someone asked, if we have an authentic chain, does that mean that the method is authentic? The answer was from one of the sheikhs is no. It does not mean that the method can be authentic.
But when it's, my friend, authentic. But it says here, all the men in the chain are of the Bukhari. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, but
first of all, you know, what you're saying, what you're talking about is for Mursal. Mursal, Sahih, Isnad. My friend, those games you cannot play with me. Hadith. I'm a Arab Christian. I told you don't play those games with me. When you have something called Isnadahu Sahih or Mursal Sahih, I will accept it. When it doesn't say kullahum, meaning all of them, all of the men are of Al-Bukhari, I would have said yes. You know, Abdurrahman is right.
Mursal is weak. A Mursal is weak. You said that you would accept a Mursal Sahih.
No. Some Muslims even accepted as authentic. Let us not go to Mursal. Let us not go to Mursal. Don't go there because I'm going to, because you're going to force me to show everybody that that your scholars are even more liars regarding the satanic verses.
No, all the imams told me that we don't accept Mursal. They're all weak, right?
No. Some scholars accept Mursal as actually authentic. Let us not go there. The chain here, all the men in the chain are of Al-Bukhari and it's not Sahih. It's game over. It's crystal clear.
Okay, fine, I'll give it to you.
Okay. So again, to go by what you said, show me one source that says that this hadith is da'if.
Okay, so this is, I'll give it to you. This is an authentic hadith.
So Ibn Abbas did not lie. Ibn Abbas did not make a mistake.
But here's the thing.
No. Just to know. Please confirm, because I want you to be honest. Come on, my friend. Don't be honest to me because I'm immune. You know, I made sure to eat my 7 ajwa this very morning, and because I'm a Christian, I get the extra third option.
Poison, right?
Yeah, I'm immune for poison according to your prophet. I'm immune for black magic, and because I'm a Christian, I'm people of the book. I get the third extra. I become automatically immune for the lies of Muslims. Did you catch it? Okay. All jokes aside, my friend. All jokes aside. You can show me a source that refutes this hadith, right?
Okay.
Okay. Guys, Ibn Abbas turns out that he did not make a mistake. Thank you very much. What about the following one? Let us continue, my friend. You know, I like you.
Can I do a very small remark about this?
What?
It says كتاب الكاتب هو ناعس. You gotta remember something, Rob, that the Quran is not a book. We are not dependent on the manuscripts, and so you can have mistakes in the manuscripts, but it is mahfuz fi sudur. It is memorized in our hearts, right? And so we can have. So on paper, there could be mistakes, but that doesn't matter. What matters is what we memorized in our hearts, right?
But
this is a mistake, right?
But wait, you just said, and everybody heard you. You said that you Muslims memorize the Quran by heart. You said it, right?
Right.
So Ibn Abbas memorized the Quran by heart, and he says, I used to read it as أَفَلَمْ يَتَبَيَّنِي. But the scribe, he corrupted the Quran because somebody forgot to give him Red Bull. Please, for the shin of Allah, give this scribe Red Bull. Oh wait, Red Bull was not invented yet.
Rob, you know that Ibn Abbas made, like Ajl Musamma, for example, there are many of these, right?
So I'm going by your argument. I'm going by your argument. You Muslims have been memorizing the ayah, chapter 13, ayah 31, with a mistake. And nobody dared to fix it.
Right. So Ibn Abbas's reading is incorrect, but not the Uthman's.
Brother, forget about this. Forget about this ayah. Forget about this hadith. I'm going to, I'm going to help you more. Here's another ayah. Forget about Ibn Abbas. Ibn Abbas is a filthy liar. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Let us assume.
He's an amazing. Quran.
But you said he can make mistakes, and then you said later, he didn't make a mistake. Okay. Right. What about Ali? What about Ali, the cousin of Muhammad?
Yes. Okay.
Chapter 56, ayah 29. Chapter 56, ayah 29. Let me show you. Let me show you this one. If we go to Tafsir al-Baghawi for the Quran, for chapter 56, ayah 29, he says that the talhin mandud, according to the Arabs, are the acacia trees that have thorns. You see these thorns here? So the ayah is talking about thorny trees. trees that have thorns on them. And we know that, for example, camels love to eat from those trees. They don't mind these thorns, right? You know about that, right? The camels love to eat these trees. They have, they can reach all the way to the the top of the trees, and they eat basically the leaves, right? So these are the thorny trees. But let me tell you a little secret. If we go again back to Al-Baghawi, you see it? Al-Baghawi, tafsir for chapter 56, ayah 29. If we read Al-Baghawi's tafsir for this ayah, look what Al-Baghawi says, my friend. And you know Arabic? It says, وَرُوِيَ عَنْ الْحَسَنْ بِن سَعَدْ قَالَ. So,
so this is a weak narration, right?
No.
No.
It
says Ruya.
No, it's not weak. Look, it says here, قَرَأَ. Let me finish. For the love of the shin of Allah, let me finish, bro. It says here, he read, قَرَأَ رَجُل عِنْدَ عَلِي رَضِيَ اللَّهُ عَنْهُ. Who? Amir al-Mu'mineen, the Caliph, the cousin of Muhammad. Ali, the cousin of Muhammad, who became later the Caliph, right? Amir al-Mu'mineen, the prince of the Ummah, right? Who was in power.
Yes.
So a man, it says here, a man, he was reading the Quran when he was with Ali ibn Abi Talib. Ali ibn Abi Talib, the Caliph. And at this moment, in context, Ali is in power. He is the Caliph, right? He is one of the 4 Rashidun Caliphs. Okay. So Ali here is in power. And it says that he used to read it as chapter 56, ayah. What did we say? Ayah 29. He used to read it as وَطَلْحْ مَنْدُودْ. فَقَالَ. Then Ali, look at the response of Ali ibn Abi Talib, the prince, Amir al-Mu'mineen, right? The Caliph of the Ummah of his time. It says, look at the response of Ali. وَمَا شَأْنَ الطَّلْحِ. What has the talh has to do with this chapter? Ali is saying. So Ali gets shocked. He says, what are you saying? Astaghfirullah, what are you saying? Well, you are reading it wrong. إنما هو طلع, not طلح. Ali says it's not طلح. It should be طلع مندود.
Right.
ثم قرأ, and then he continues and saying, look what it says here. قلت يا أمير المؤمنين, oh Ali, the Caliph of the Ummah, of the believers. إنها في المصحف. So it's talking about the Mus'haf, about the Quran, in the book form, right?
Where is this from? This is Tafsir al-Baghawi?
Yeah, this Tafsir al-Baghawi. It's also in Al-Qurtubi. I can show you many. And then he continues. Let me finish, bro. Let me finish the Tafsir.
Sorry.
Guys, he says it should be with the ha, right? Should we fix it? The guy is asking Ali, the one who is reading the Quran in front of Ali, says, should we fix the Quran? فقال. Ali said, and look at the response of Ali. Ali would not dare to give the command to fix the Quran, because you know what will happen. In the Quran, and he continues saying, he says, the Quran should never ever be moved or changed. Do you see it? So we showed you Ibn Abbas. We showed you Ali, Amir al-Mu'mineen, confirming that the Quran is over and over changed. And the guy, the poor guy, he's afraid. Should we fix the Quran? Omar says no. Ali says no, please don't fix it. And here's the tafsir. Let me send you to the tafsir, my friend.
Yeah, please do this.
Yeah, let me send the tafsir to our friend here. And I'm going to put it also.
Says here, his response was لا ينبغي أن يهج القرآن ولا يحول. So
yes.
he said that the Quran can never be changed.
So the Quran should not be changed, even if it contains mistakes, right?
So they did not change it, right? So they did not change it.
They kept a mistake in it. You know why it's a mistake? Have you ever asked yourself? And here is the translation, guys. Maybe you want to take a screenshot. I put the translation also on the screen.
Let me ask you this, Rob. How do you get these English translations of the tafsirs? Like, I cannot find a good website.
This is my translation.
Oh, this is yours, okay? Because I don't know, like I want to get Tafsir al-Qurtubi in English.
Baghawi, yeah, it's not there. It's not there. So
Yeah,
again,
okay.
for the people who are listening, a well-known tradition often cited in classical sources like Al-Qurtubi, Al-Baghawi, and so on. It tells the story, so the story that we just mentioned, of a man reading the Quran before Ali ibn Abi Talib. The man reached chapter 56, ayah 29, Talhin Mandud, meaning big thorny trees. So he read in front of Ali, وَطَلْحٍ مَنْدُودٍ, big thorny trees that camels in the 7th century used to eat from. But Ali, Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali, objected and said, what does this have to do with the talah? Big thorny trees. It should be a fruity tree, not a thorny tree.
Right.
It's rather
Bro,
talah. Just let me finish, bro. So it should be a tree that has dates, fruit tree, right? Or pollen sacs. Just like chapter 50, ayah 10. لا طلع مندود. Or Nadid. The man asked Ali if he should correct this mistake in his own copy of the Quran. But Ali objected. He said, no. The Quran should never be changed anymore because we know these mistakes are there. Ibn Abbas, as we showed you earlier, he knows that there are mistakes in the Quran. But who dares to fix the Quran? Who dares?
But Rob, I told you, yeah. My response to this would be the same one I told you about. Individuals can make mistakes, Rob. We only care about the final showcase.
So Ali made a mistake. Guys, do you hear it? Ali made a mistake. Ibn Abbas made a mistake. All these people don't know Quran. They ate and slept and drink with Muhammad, your prophet. And these people know the Quran inside out. They are objecting. They know why they are objecting. But they would not dare to change the Quran because who would dare to change the Quran with his own hands? They know the mistakes are there. They know the Quran has mistakes. They know the Quran has grammar mistakes and spelling. But who would dare? My friend, let me tell you something. There was a guy the other day, a very famous guy who works for an Arabian newspaper in the Arab Muslim world. He said, is there anyone who is going to finally fix all the spelling mistakes? There are over 2,500 spelling mistakes in the Quran. And as I mentioned before, there are 900 grammatical mistakes in the Quran. Who would dare to fix the Quran of Allah? Who would stand up from the Al-Azhar, for example?
The Arabic writer said that?
Right? What?
The Arabic writer said that?
Yes, the Arabic guy who is working for a famous newspaper said that.
And is he Muslim?
He's a Muslim.
Can you send me, if you have the article, can you send me this article? If
You
don't have it, it's okay. But
I have it somewhere. Maybe
something I cannot be.
Maybe the admins can be quicker than I. Just a second.
It's something that I cannot. My mind can't believe it. No, there's no way that this Muslim said that.
Come on, man.
Right?
Come on.
He really said that?
Yes. He said there are 2,500 spelling mistakes. I showed you one. I actually showed you multiple. Look. Here is an example again. Do you see the word skies? If you go to school, if you ever went to school, you should know that you should write it like this, right?
But Rob, the Imams and our scholars say that this is the best Arabic that's ever been produced.
My friend, I can claim today I write a book and I say this is the best grammatical English book that I just wrote. It's a claim. Look, my friend.
But Rob, النحو مبني على القرآن.
Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they also say. That's a lie from hell too. Let me prove it. Look, here's the skies. Do you see it?
Right.
The heavens, the skies. It should be correctly, grammatically, or spelling, regarding the spelling, it should be written like this. Double alifs, right? Samawat. Right?
That's correct.
Okay. If you go to school and you write it like this, you'll get an A. You write it like this, sumut, you'll get a huge F, right? But let me tell you a little secret, my friend.
Can Rob? It depends.
No, just a second. Hold your horses, bro. Just calm down. Look, I did my homework that you Muslims don't do, like you, Abdurrahman. With all due respect to you, I respect you. You sound like a really honest guy, and I like you. Honest, I'm honest to you. I like you. I did my homework, and I found out that Allah in His Quran, He wrote the word samawat, which is a basic word. He wrote it 189 times incorrectly. Actually, 190 times incorrectly. Why? Here is why. Look, here is the word, for example, chapter 2 of the Quran, ayah 29. Here's the word. Do you see how Allah writes it? Or the writer of the Quran writes it? Sumut. Remove the vowels. Remove this daggerish, which are not alifs. These are tiny, I call it fart baby.
Oh, this is an alif, Rob, right?
No.
These are alifs.
No. Let me prove it. This is not alif, brother. Look. In the same Quran.com website, I found in chapter 41, ayah 12, it's in front of you. You see it, right? They tried.
Right. Yeah, I can see it.
Look at this.
41,
This is how I just showed it to you. Samud, without alifs. But here, look at this one in chapter 41, ayah 12. Here's an alif in the middle. They tried to fix it, but there's still an alif missing. You see, compare this daggerish thing here.
And this is in which reading? This is in which reading or version?
Hafs. Forget about the versions. This Hafs. So
wait, in the same Hafs?
Yes. Quran.com is the number one website, man. What's wrong with you? Abdurrahman. This is Quran.com. Compare the spellings, man. Here, same word. I only did a search engine option. I went to the search engine and I put samawat and I got all this back as a result. Look. Here again. Missing 2 alifs. Here they tried their best to fix it, but still they failed because there is an alif missing. This is why I said on my slide, they almost succeeded. Almost one time they wrote it correctly. But in the rest, 190 times the word skies or heavens is written as somot. It should be samawat. So what is somot? And like I said,
research this more. Rob,
yeah.
Can you tell me the tafsir al-Baghawi, which was for what surah and a again?
Chapter 56,
okay,
ayah 29.
56 and verse 29. Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to give you. I sent you the link, right? I sent you the link.
Yes.
And let me send you also, by the way, let me also send you this link so you can study it, my friend. See if I lie to you. Here is tafsir. What? This is tafsir. Let me scroll back. This is tafsir al-Qurtubi. Let me give it also to our audience in the live chat. So from 2 different tafsirs, 2 different scholars, tafsir al-Baghawi and tafsir al-Qurtubi, both of them are telling us the story about Ali and the guy who was reading the ayah in front of Ali. Right? Again, he says, what about talh? It should be talh, fruit tree, not thorny tree. Right?
All right.
And this is, guys, take a screenshot. This is my translation, okay?
And Rob, when you researched the answers for these, you didn't find any answers from our scholars?
No, your scholars are going to tap dance. You know what your scholars are doing, bro? Let me tell you what your scholars do. Your scholars are going to fix it by saying this is about the banana tree. Brother, it is not about thorny tree. It's a banana, brother. Banana tree? In Mecca? Or Medina, banana trees?
yeah, maybe in Arabic it means also bananas, banana tree.
Bro. Bro, the thing is, Al-Baghawi made it clear. The ayah, chapter 56, ayah 29 is talking about thorns. It's a mistake. It should be fruit tree. You know why? Do you even know why, according to Ali, why it should have been a fruit tree? Do you know why Ali objected? Because the chapter, if we go to this chapter 56, is talking about Jannah and the fruits of Jannah. It's talking about the Nisa of Jannah. Everything is about Jannah. So imagine you are, let's say, 90 cubits tall, because if you go to Jannah, according to Islam, you're going to be as long as Adam. Adam, when he was created, he was 90 cubits tall. So imagine you go to Jannah and you're going to enjoy and you're going to deflower all these women, all these huris, hur al-ain and so on. Imagine you stand up and your eye gets stuck in such a thorny tree. That doesn't make sense. It should be a fruit tree that, you stand up, you pluck a nice date, maybe grape, you eat from. So what are thorny trees doing in the Jannah of Allah. So Ali objected. Ali objected. He said, no, it should have been a fruit tree. Talh, not talh.
Right. But Rob, like I've seen like so many billions of videos, like from our scholars saying that we only have one version and it's never been corrupted. There's never been changes.
What?
This is the first time I see these things.
Yeah,
So, this is the first time,
but I'm showing you. I'm showing you that
right.
that the Quran was fixed later. Uthman, this is
So
why.
what-
Let me answer your. You just made a claim. Let me try to answer it.
But I
Let
saw
me
that you
let me
gave me
address
something
it, bro.
different.
Because when you say something, I need to address it so that people and you, including you, who are listening, can benefit from it. This is why, again, we have always asked Muslims, why did Uthman order all the variants, all the different qira'at to be collected from bones, stones, etc., etc. He collected all of them. He put them on a huge pile. This is Quran. And Uthman ordered to have a nice Quranic barbecue that other day. This is why he burned it.
Yes.
Because some people came to him. He said, we went to that area. I can't remember to which country they went to. But they came back and they said, these people are reading the Quran incorrectly. Please, Uthman, for the love of the shin of Allah, please fix the Quran. What did Uthman say? Uthman said, let me order Zayd ibn Thabit. Let me order him to collect the Quran together with the other two family members of Uthman. You remember, Uthman was a smart guy. He ordered Zayd ibn Thabit to recollect the Quran again, rewrite it, and destroy 6 of the 7 ahruf, burn them, and he burned Quran to keep one perfect copy. And that's why Uthman burned Quran, because of these things, right?
Yeah, Rob, there's two things I want to say about this. First of all, would you accept like a challenge of an imam about the incorruption of the Quran? Like if I get you an imam, would you like
I would love
debate?
Sure.
Would you like to debate him?
Sure, bring your sheikh. Can you call him right now?
That says that
No, call him right now.
That says I would like. Yeah, but I don't know him right now. But I'll message him after this. I know a sheikh who.
I mean, we are here anyway. Call him.
Okay, but he would like to debate anyone about the incorruption of the Quran, how it's been perfectly preserved.
Please do it. I beg you to do it.
All right.
Because let me tell you, most of them are hiding from me, man. Honest to God, I've debated before, shuyukh before. That was back in the old days in Potok, because back in the old days, 15 years ago, shuyukh were not scared. You know why? Because there was no internet like we have today. The websites that we have, all the information that we have access to, we can download books. But 15 years ago was a different story. Now we have YouTube. Now the shuyukh are scared to death. They are scared to lose face. And for the shuyukh, Islam is a huge business. They are driving Mercedes, BMWs. So, what happened to a sheikh if he gets embarrassed by me? So, are you sure that you're going to bring your sheikh? I would love to have him, man. What are you talking about? Yeah.
You would love to have a debate with him about how the Quran has been perfectly preserved?
Sure. Please bring him.
Okay. All right. And another thing, Rob. Yeah. All the things you presented to me today, Rob, the thing is that there has never been verses that were taken out of the Quran. Alhamdulillah. Only these just differences in the words, but there's never been any verses taken out or anything. So this is.
Are you sure?
Yeah. So because this is what
corruption means. Bro, when I say, let me tell you a secret about me. When I say, "Are you sure?" then that means you need to start to worry. Okay. Anyone who is listening, when I say, "Are you sure?" that means I'm going to bring it. So, are you sure?
Yeah, but don't bring these verses.
No,
that have been
are you,
mansukha.
bro, Abdurrahman? You made a claim that no verses were taken out. Are you sure?
Yes, bro.
Okay, guys. Come on, Abdurrahman. You're basically forcing me to spank Allah even more.
But this is, but not the verses under the Nesakh and Mansukh. You got me the stoning and the breastfeeding. These are Nesakh. These verses are Nesakh.
Okay.
I'm talking about that.
Just a second, my friend. Just a second. Just a second. Here, my friend.
Robert, I really want you to debate like Muhammad Hijab and Fareed and all of
Muhammad
these people. Why
Hijab?
aren't you doing these debates?
My friend
Right.
Muhammad Hijab is running
all of-
from me.
by the way,
Ali
I don't
Dawa
Muslim
is
Allah,
running.
because-
Ali Dawa is a clown. Ali Dawa doesn't speak one word Arabic. You know, I will
Ali
spank him
Dawa is
with
weak.
1 minute.
Ali Dawa is weak.
Yeah, Ali
Right.
Dawa is very
But
weak.
Muhammad Hijab is, but Muhammad Hijab is strong, right? Like
Okay,
he
bring
knows
him.
Islam
Bring him.
well, right?
I mean, maybe he can take his shirt off during the live show. You can open the cam. Like the other day, he took off his shirt, and brother, I mean, he no hair
He's
was on his.
overrated.
No hair was left on his body, man. He shaved everything clean, and he even had a fanny pack, man. I mean, come on, man. Muhammad Hijab is strong. Me strong. That's Muhammad Hijab. Yeah. Forget about Muhammad Hijab. These are a bunch of street thugs, man. What are you talking about?
Like, did you offer to debate them and they declined? Or-
Yes,
These people-
I
these
sent
scholars-
both of them messages. They don't care. They don't dare to debate.
Why don't they want to debate?
Look, my friend, if you go under this video, the video that we're now, my live stream, I'm highlighting all these cowards' names. So they are receiving messages. Every time I go live, they receive a message, a notification. Look in the description box. Look, it says there, One Message Foundation. That's Ibn Fibn, Farouk. Ali Dawa, Said Dawa channel, EF Dawa, Fareed Response, Muhammad Hijab. And I put today another guy, Robert Carter, because he's a convert. I'm going to mention him and spank him too. But, the thing is, these cowards, they watch our videos. Ali Dawa watches my videos. Muhammad Hijab watches my videos. Fareed Response watches my video. The other day, he even commented under one of my videos. But these guys are too scared to call me. Have you ever asked yourself why?
Because maybe they don't like debates. Or
No. They don't like to lose face. My friend, Muhammad Hijab has 600,000 subscribers. Fareed has almost 70,000 subscribers. Ali Dawa has over 500,000 subscribers. I mean, they do business. And don't you always hear Ali Dawa, 10% off black seeds? It's business. Come on, man. You don't know that? These people are getting huge amount of money. It's all about money, man. Here. Forget about these idiots. And
I know about this hadith.
Yeah, look at this. Look. From Asim
This is
ibn...
nasakh, right? These verses.
But you said there are no verses taken out. What are you talking about?
Ahkam, right? Ahkam and Shura, no, they can be taken out.
No. Look at this. Let us read it in all to be calm, sorry for my English, but let us read it and, take a sip from your tea, or maybe you have a Pepsi. Okay. I just had a Red Bull, bro. I'm okay, bro. So let us read it. From Asim ibn Badala from Zir, who said, Ubay ibn Ka'ab said to me, how long is Surah Al-Ahzab? So there's a discussion between Ubay ibn Ka'ab and Zir, and they are asking one another, how long is Surah Al-Ahzab when you read it? That's what Ubay asked. Ubay, you know who Ubay is, right? Can you tell us who Ubay is?
Of course. One of the four men that the Prophet, peace be upon him, said that he should take the Quran from.
So he's not a joke,
Along
right?
with Abdullah
He's
ibn
not a
Mas'ud.
joke.
Right.
Okay. Guys, he's a major Sahabi, major companion of Muhammad, who knows the Quran inside out. And this is the same guy who had 116 chapters for the Quran. Same guy. He says, how long do you think Surah Al-Ahzab is? Surah Al-Ahzab is chapter 33 of the Quran. Right? Then we continue reading. It says, or how many verses do you think it is? Zir, said to Ubay ibn Ka'b, 73. You said 73 ayahs. He said, Ubay ibn Ka'b said, only 73? No way! Ubay ibn Ka'b is shocked. And he continues, Ubay himself continues saying, there was a time, brother, when Surah Al-Ahzab was as long as Surah Al-Baqarah. Now if we calculate, we come up with 213 missing ayahs from Surah Al-Ahzab, chapter 33.
Right.
So what happened to all these 213 ayahs, my friend? What happened
But
to
Rob,
them?
this is under Nesakh and Mansukh, right? They Nesakh Tilawatan, right?
Okay, can you show me the chapter? Can you show me the ayah of today's Quran where it says that 213 ayahs from Surah Al-Ahzab got abrogated? You know what? I'll give you $1,000 right here, right now, if you can show me the ayah where it confirms. You know, Allah says, Ya Muhammad, I abrogated 213 ayahs from Surah Al-Ahzab. Show me the ayah, please.
Oh, this is easy, Rob. This is found in our fuqaha, like Imam Shamsuddin al-Zahabi.
So who abrogated the ayahs? Who abrogated the ayahs?
Our scholars said that.
But who abrogated the ayahs?
Allah took them out, right?
Okay, show me again. Show me one ayah. If you can show me one ayah, or show me a sahih narration that Muhammad from his mouth, or Allah's mouth from the Quran, or a sound narration, an authentic chain, where Muhammad, the Prophet of Islam, said, 213 ayahs from Surah Al-Ahzab were abrogated by Allah. If you can show me today, I'll give you $1,000 right here, right now. And every admin in the live chat is going to add 1,000 more on top of it. Are you there? Abdurrahman, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rob, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, again, I will give you $1,000 if you can show me one Sahih Hadith from the mouth of your Prophet saying Allah abrogated 213 ayahs from Surah Al-Ahzab. You're going to be rich today, my friend.
No, there is a verse, right? There are
show me
about abrogation in the Quran.
Show me the verse. Show me the verse.
Just 1 second.
Guys, you're going to show me that verse that I'm asking for.
Yeah, about abrogation, right? In general, right? Okay.
No, not in general. We are talking about chapter 33. 213 ayahs are missing. Where is the ayah that is talking about the abrogation of these ayahs? Or maybe a hadith from the mouth of your Prophet. And by the way, this hadith is
even if it's weak.
What? No. You guys always cry about sahih. I want sahih.
By the way, we can use weak hadiths. We can use it, yeah. Some scholars have said
but why other lying Muslims say we should reject weak hadiths?
It depends, right? If it's going to strengthen our case, we can use it.
So it turns out that weak hadith is still accepted, right? Guys, do you hear it from the mouth of the cow itself? Guys, take notes for the love of God. Weak hadith are accepted. They are not thrown out. Weak hadith are accepted. Bam!
We can use these weak hadiths, but you guys cannot, Rob. Yeah. Only us Muslims.
Only Muslims.
In our
brother, only Muslims can use weak hadith. Do you hear the tap dancing? Abdurrahman, I love it when you Muslims tap dance. I love it. Because, back in the 80s and 90s, I loved Michael Jackson, especially when he used to do moonwalk. Man, I tried to do the moonwalk once, and I tripped, and I fell on my head, man. I still have a huge headache from that day. I mean, nobody can tap dance like Michael Jackson. Ow! But you Muslims can do it even better than Michael Jackson, man.
Rob, you know Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani used the narration for Waqidi. He used to use al-Waqidi a lot of times.
Yeah, like exactly. Since we're talking about the breastfeeding, right? Look at the hypocrisy, my friend. Look at the hypocrisy of al-Waqidi. Sorry, I mean Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani. Look. When we talk about, let me show you that Ibn Hajar is. Let me show you that Ibn Hajar. Let me show you that Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani was another hypocrite. Look, Ibn Hajar made a hadith famous regarding the adult breastfeeding. Right? This hadith, an amount of drink, breast milk. Imagine Muhammad ordered Muslim women to do. Right? To make such a woman.
It wasn't through the breast. Yeah.
Now look, it says amount of drink, breast milk.
It's collected in a pot.
In a pot or glass. And Salih used to drink it every day and, to the rest of the hadith.
This is a correct hadith, right? This is authentic. Yeah.
This is authentic?
Yeah, if Ibn Hajar, the Amir al-Muhaddithin, says it, it has to be correct.
Bro. The other day you called me, you said Al-Waqidi is a liar, we should not take hadith from him. Didn't you Come on, man.
Yeah, except in certain matters we can, right?
Okay, but this is about halal and haram, remember?
Rob, come on.
Rob, come on, Rob. So Ibn Hajar, this hypocrite, this wannabe Muslim, this hypocrite Ibn Hajar, he took the hadith from Ibn Sa'ad's Tabaqat al-Kubra, volume 8. You can find it there in page 271. But little did Ibn Hajar teach the Ummah that the narrator is who? Al-Waqidi. What was Al-Waqidi again? A liar, a fabricator.
Sometimes he's a liar, sometimes he's not.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes.
But I told you, and you confirmed the other day, when it comes to rulings, haram, halal, regarding this hadith, he is a fabricator. You should not take his hadith, right?
But, Rob,
so
do you know
no.
Do you know Sheikh Abdullah Rushdi?
Yeah, Sheikh Abdullah Rushdi is another hypocrite. Forget about Sheikh.
Yeah,
the other day I made a video about him and I spanked him regarding this hadith. I made him famous. What are you talking about? Yeah.
You did a video about him?
Yeah. Just type in Rob Christian. When the call is, just a second. When the call is over, type in the search engine on YouTube, Rob Christian, Abdullah Rushdi, and you'll get it. Don't worry, it's there.
He said that this hadith is authentic. Abdullah Rushdi, the great Abdullah Rushdi, right?
But did Abdullah Rushdi say that it's from Al-Waqidi?
No, Abdullah Rushdi actually made another video saying he's weak, right?
So is he weak or he's not weak? Is he a liar or not a liar? Are we going to check?
Sometimes, Rob, right.
But my friend, let me
Yeah,
tell you
he's
something.
a tricky narrator. He's a tricky.
No. You're not getting it, or you don't want to get it, or you're lying. Which one is it? Abdurrahman. Stop. You're talking to me. Let me remind you, you're talking to me, Rob Christian. We agreed the other day, what's a couple days ago, man? We agreed when it comes to ruling, when it comes to ruling regarding, let's say, haram, halal, to make things haram, halal, Al-Waqidi, you can't take from him. But when it comes to history regarding, let's say, battles, you can take from him. So he's a famous historian.
Right.
History, it's okay. Regarding such a hadith here on the screen, it's not okay. So do you see how Ibn Hajar, Abdullah Rushdi, Fifi, look at Fifi. You know Farid response, what do you think of him? He's a hypocrite.
He also used this hadith, right?
Yeah. Farid on Twitter, look, March 2, 2021. As for Albani's position on the matter, he's defending Al-Albani. He clearly affirms that it's a sin, except in a case. Look at this evil liar, son of Satan, this mut'a boy, this coward who will never dare to call me, Farid leaks, the snitch, who leaked the emails about Yasir Qadi. He continues saying, he mentions that drinking the milk from a cup is sufficient to create a food.
Yeah.
Do you see how Farid is a liar? Do you see how it just ended Farid's career?
Why, Rob? He's
Why?
correct, right? The drinking is from the cup, right?
Abdurrahman, let us start from zero. We just said a couple seconds ago, you cannot take from Al-Waqidi regarding ruling haram halal. You agreed with me, man?
Rob, we cannot. Rob, there's no way that the breastfeeding occurred through the breast directly. No, there's no way that this
Abdurrahman. Again, let me remind you again, you're talking to Rob Christian. Those tap dancing and mental gymnastics not working here today. Not today, bro. Maybe other day. Maybe if I'm high on camel urine, maybe.
Told me that, Rob, every imam I asked told me that breastfeeding adult happened through the cup. Every scholar I asked.
Every scholar, let me tell you, every scholar who tells you that is a filthy scumbag son of mut'a. And you can record my voice. Listen, my voice is recorded. When the show is over, download this part. Make a short video clip and spread it all over social media. Say, Rob Christian just said, every scholar in Islam who quotes this hadith is a filthy son of Satan, a son of mut'a. Like Ibn Hajar, like Fifi, all of them.
Rob,
please make me famous. Please make me famous.
Rob, you're telling me that the breastfeeding happened through the breast directly. There's no way.
Yes, Muhammad, let me tell you something. Your prophet had a nice adult breastfeeding business in the 7th century, and he used to order Muslim women around to directly from the nipples. Bro.
This only happened with the Salim. Khassa faqat the Salim, right?
Are you sure? Here comes the $1 million question again. Are you sure?
And Aisha ordered it. But Aisha made a mistake. Sayyidah Aisha, when she ordered the breastfeeding, right? Whoever wanted to enter her house.
Brother,
yeah.
Just a second.
Yeah, she made a mistake.
Second. What if I can show you that Aisha herself did it? Aisha used to.
And I know Mussa Lashin, right? Mussa Lashin tafsir Sahih Muslim, right?
This is Aisha, brother, the beloved bride of Muhammad, brother. She was a nice milk cow, and she used to, whenever a man came
she
to
never
her.
did it, Rob, through her breast. Not through her breast. She used to order her sisters.
No. I told you. I asked you the $1 million question. Are you sure? Here, brother. Look. Second. You know who Ibn Ashur is?
Yes, I know who.
Okay.
You show. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Second. Ibn Ashur, volume 4, in his tafsir for the Quran, Tafsir al-Tahrir wa Tanwir, volume 4, Ibn Ashur, giant Maliki scholar, right? Look, this is his book. I even downloaded the book. So people like Ibn Fibin can call me a Google scholar or whatnot. Yeah? The book. I went to page 297. Tafsir, Surah An-Nisa. Do you see it? Please confirm. Surah An-Nisa. Do you see it?
Yes.
Okay, read the Arabic and translate.
وكانت عائشة أم المؤمنين إذا أرادت أن يدخل عليها أحد الحجابة
أحد الحجابة yeah
أرضعته.
What does it say? أرضعته, meaning if
but
Aisha,
this is not directed to her, right?
If Aisha, the mother of the believers, wanted a man to enter upon her, meaning to in her house, she what? Breastfed him. Ding, 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 ding.
This is not the hadith. This is not the hadith. This is tafsir. So you need to get me there is no hadith that says that, right?
Are you sure? Again, the $1 million question. Are you sure?
I am absolutely sure there is no hadith that says Aisha herself breastfed.
Okay. When you have tafsir for the Quran, what is tafsir?
Tafsir is the exegesis of the verses. Like,
okay, and what is inside? What is inside tafsir?
Hadith, right? Quran.
Ding 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 ding. Abdurrahman, are you going to embarrass yourself more? Come on, man. Here is more.
But
easy. When I say, "Are you sure?" means, "Are you sure?" You know when I say.
Well, this is insane. How can they breastfeed through their?
The question is, how can Aisha breastfeed?
Through a cup or a pot, at least, right?
Look, brother. So here is a Muslim like you who is shocked. Look, I found this website, and let me give it to the people in the live chat. This poor guy is like you. The same question: how can Aisha take out her boobies and suckle men? Look, dear respected Sheikh, Assalamu alaikum, brother, Sheikh, wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. There is a rumor here in Egypt, and this is an Arabic speaker, right, that Aisha breastfed her slave with the permission of the Prophet. So Muhammad himself, and that's what Ibn Ashur, right? Ibn Ashur here. What, can you read this part here?
In English.
Yeah, read it in Arabic and translate this part here.
وكانت the red line.
After أرضعته, after Aisha suckling, what does it say here?
Where تأولت ذلك من إذن النبي.
Translate.
And she did it with the permission of the Prophet.
What? Repeat, please.
This is done with the permission of the Prophet.
So Muhammad, the Prophet of Islam, who has no honor, he has no dignity, he's saying to Aisha, go breastfeed young men with huge beards? Really? And you call this the best example? Muhammad himself ordering Aisha to take out her boobs and suckle men, strange men who want to come and see her. And this is the Prophet of Allah. He is giving the permission. Oh boy. Abdurrahman, if you claim that Muhammad is the true prophet of God, then that means you have to accept that your prophet has no honor, he has no dignity, and he has certainly no respect for his wives, like Aisha. Please leave Islam. Abdurrahman, if you have any dignity, you know, I love you, bro. You're my brother in humanity. If you have any dignity, leave Islam today, man. Your prophet used to order Aisha to suckle grown-up man. This is what it says here. من إذن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. I'm about to break my own table in half, man. I'm about to break my table in half, man. Come on, man.
This is very, very weird. Because
disturbing. No, it's not weird. It's disturbing. It's filthy. Your prophet was a filthy son of Satan, man. Please say no. Your prophet was an evil son of Satan, a filthy, disgusting man who has no honor, who has no dignity. What kind of man orders his wife to take out her breast and suckle grown-up man? And you dare to say this is a man of God? This is the seal of all the prophets. He's the best creation. What kind of man orders his wife to breastfeed adult strange men? Abdurrahman. Abdurrahman. Isn't it time to leave Islam? Come on, man. Be honest to yourself. Don't be honest to me. I'm immune for lies. Be honest to yourself. Isn't it time for you, after all these things that I showed you today, isn't it time for you to leave Islam?
I'm still studying.
So you still are convinced that Muhammad is a man of honor and dignity? Really? Again, here's the $1 million question. What kind of man orders his wife to suckle grown-up men? And this is prophet. Are you saying that Allah is commanding Muhammad to command his own wives to take out their breast and take out their nipples and do like there's no tomorrow? You see, when I said Muhammad has a breast suckling business, did I lie? I mean, the al-Mu'mineen, Aisha, turns out to be a cow. Right?
So you're wrong.
She's a cow.
Telling me when he ordered Sahla, when he ordered Sahla to breastfeed Salim, it was done through her breast directly?
Yes.
Oh my God.
And when Muhammad was asked, you know what Sahla said? Let me try to find the hadith. She said, Ya Nabi Allah, Ya Rasul Allah.
Yeah,
but he is a grown guy,
a cup, right? Or a pot. Yeah, then he told her to do it through a cup or a pot, right?
Really? Are you sure?
In this hadith?
Are you sure?
I thought this.
Are you sure?
He ordered it.
But are you sure?
No, I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. You're not sure because when I say are you sure, you know what happens next, right?
Right. Okay. Yeah, this is very, very weird.
This is disturbing. Disturbing.
I can't believe this.
Okay. Look what happened, my friend. Look at the reaction of your filthy, disgusting prophet.
Okay.
This is the hadith here, right? I hope I have the right one. I think I have the right one. Here. Allah's Messenger said, this is Sahih Muslim, hadith number 1453. And let me give it to our audience. And you can also find it in the live chat. You know, it takes like 30 minutes or so to have access again to the live chat. You can find it there and I can send it to you if you like to, no problem. Look what it says here. Allah's Messenger said, suckle him. I mean, when I say suckle him, I mean, it doesn't say take out your boob, put it in the milk, in a cup, and brother, give him the cup. No, it says suckle him. What does suckling mean? It means put your nipple in his mouth like a cow. Then look at the reaction. She, Sahla bint Suhail, said, look, she's shocked, right? She's shocked. She said, what? Ya Rasulullah, he has a beard. He is a grown-up man. He has a beard. Right? Imagine this is the beard of Muhammad Hijab on the tits of the wife of Ali Dawah. Picture yourself this. One day Muhammad Hijab goes to visit Ali Dawah. He says, knock, knock, who's there? It's me, Muhammad Hijab. Okay, Ali Dawah, I'm going to open the door for you. But first, let my wife come out, take her boobies out, and you, Muhammad Hijab, suckle my wife's titties. That's what Ali Dawah would say to Muhammad Hijab. But he again, look at Muhammad's reaction. Suckle him. This is your prophet. Suckle him. And would remove what is there on the face. Look at this.
Rob, this is very interesting. I have to go, Rob. I really have to go.
No, okay, but bro. Okay, guys, he hang up. The poor guy hang up. Ya Fadilat al-Shuyukh. Ya Imam. Ya Al-Azhar. Mayday, mayday. Oh boy. Yeah, hello? Hello? What happened? What happened? Let me call him back. I don't know who this guy is, but brother is too coward to take my call back. Coward. He calls me. We have a troll, guys. Let me block him. Poor children, man. They are triggered, but they don't know how to, Oh, man. Guys, if this is Islam in 2021, then that means Islam is only for the people who love to, suckle women. I mean, imagine Muhammad Hijab goes to the house of Ali Dawah. Ali Dawah, if you're going to follow the sunnah of Muhammad, Ali Dawah must force his wife to take out her boobies so that Muhammad Hijab can suckle. Didn't Muhammad Hijab said that the other day? Remember? Guys, remember what happened the other day? This is why Muhammad Hijab loves to suck titties, man. This is why Muhammad Hijab, this boy here, you boy, this guy, this is why he said this the other day. Look, Muhammad Hijab loves to suck titties of other men's wives. This is Muhammad Hijab on Twitter, brother. Muhammad Hijab said, and I quote, okay, and he's talking to a sheikh. Okay, can I suck your wife's tits to make her mahram? I mean, Muhammad Hijab loves to suck other wives' tits. And this guy, I have no idea who Bunur is, but he says, Ya Muhammad Hijab, what kind of mannerism are these? Shame on you, Ya Muhammad Hijab. And then Muhammad Hijab says, why is it wrong? He believes it's halal. Well, your prophet, sunnah, brother. You see how Muhammad Hijab is attacking his own prophet? He just throw his own prophet under the bus. You're finished, boy. Boy, you're finished, boy. Is there any other Muhammadan? I'm having fun, guys, today. I'm having fun. And we have almost 350 people watching. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, guys, forget about it. Forget about it. Forget about the adult sucking business of Muhammad in the 7th century. Guys, what do you think? Can we prove that Muhammad said, this is Allah? Can we prove that Muhammad, the Prophet of Islam, said, this is Allah? What do you think, guys? Can we prove on today's live show, can Rob Christian prove that the Prophet of Islam said that this is Allah? Allah looks like this. Allah, guys, according to the Prophet of Islam, Allah is a young, handsome man with curly hair. Guys, I'm not joking. What do you think? Do you think I can prove it? Rosemary, Sister Rosemary, are you there, sister in humanity? Sister in humanity, Rosemary. We love you, sister. Are you there? Give me one if you're listening. Did you already leave Islam, Rosemary? Be honest. Did you already leave Islam? Did you already leave Islam? You're torn? Okay, so that means you left Islam, right? You're torn inside. Remember, Rosemary, when you came here for the very first time, that was like a week ago or something? Maybe longer than a week ago? Your faith is shaking. In a matter of, let's say, 4 days, Rob Christian here made your faith shaking. I see. I know. The truth hurts, right? Imagine a Rosemary. You live in the 7th century, in the time of Muhammad, and your prophet orders you to take out your breasts and suckle strangers. Do you really still believe that your prophet is a prophet of God, or he is a filthy son of Satan? A pervert. Be honest, man. We showed you the hadiths. Your prophet used to order his own baby bride Aisha. And it says here, on his permission. Min idhni nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So Muhammad used to give the permission to Aisha to suckle grown-up men if they wanted to come and see her. This is disturbing. So what is holding you back, Rosemary, to leave Islam? Like Abdurrahman, who called me earlier. Abdurrahman hang up because he's shocked. He has nothing to say anymore. Because he knows that it's true what we are showing on the screen. These are from the most authentic books. Rosemary, if you, sister in humanity, beloved sister in humanity, Rosemary, if you have any dignity in you, if you have any self-respect for yourself as a woman, what is holding you back in leaving Islam? You're afraid? Why are you afraid? Why are you afraid? What is more dangerous? That your soul, let me type it out for you, that your soul is in danger? That your soul is in danger? Or your body? Which one of the two? What is more dangerous for you when it comes to eternal damnation, eternal salvation? What is more dangerous? That your soul dies or your body dies? Of course, your soul. So why are you putting your soul on danger, your soul on this mess? Why are you not leaving Islam? I mean, maybe someone will come and maybe will put a fist in your mouth. Or maybe he wants to push you. And maybe you will recover from it, right? But when it comes to your soul, different business, right? Different story. So think again, sister in humanity, think. We're talking about your soul here. I'm doing this for 15 years and I'm trying to show Muslims like you how evil Muhammad was. And you Muslims cannot refute it. You have to agree with me in the end. Look at Abdurrahman. We just talked for an hour. 1 hour. And everything I said, he agreed in the end. He tried to use taqiyya and lies during the conversation. But every time I had to shake him a little bit, grab him, put him upside down, shake him to shake the lie out of him. And then Immediately after a couple of seconds, he said, yes, Rob, you're correct. You're not lying. Right? You heard it. It's recorded. So again, Rosemary, if you have, let's say, 5% of dignity as a woman, as a lady for yourself, honor and self-respect, why are you still a Muslimah? It's your soul, sister. Your soul is a precious thing. Don't be scared of any man, but be scared of that person who might hurt your soul. It's your soul. A soul is precious. I mean, who knows, Rosemary? Maybe tomorrow you go outside for groceries, right? You go to the supermarket, you're walking on the street, and without knowing, a truck comes from behind you and takes you away. You die immediately. You are still a Muslimah, and you go to hellfire because you did not accept the truth. But what will happen to your soul after that? We never know. I mean, I can go outside right now and maybe a car from behind me takes me. But at least I know that I have salvation, because I would never accept such a person like Muhammad to lie to me and deceive me and hurt my soul. I rather go for Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, he came in the flesh and he died for me so I can live forever with him again in his kingdom to come. Please, sister, think. Read the Bible. Leave Islam. I'm not forcing you to do it, but do it for your soul. Don't do it for me. You see here we have Sheikh Umad, sister. Welcome, brother Sheikh Umad. He used to be a Muslim like you. Sheikh Umad, the blue name, one of the admins. He left Islam. He found a really beautiful wife. He got married. He became a Christian. He got baptized. And now his whole life is changed. His whole life is changed. Sheikh Umad, do you have the time to call brother? Maybe you can tell her something about yourself. Sheikh Umad, are you there, bro? Can you call me? If you can. And by the way, Sheikh Umad, I'm going to spank you left and right if you don't provide today's timestamp. It's your turn now, man. Provide the timestamps to today's live show, man. Come on, bro. Don't be lazy, brother. Let's see if Sheikh Umad can call, guys. Or, Sheikh Umad, guys. What a beautiful person. His whole life was changed because of Christ. Yes, hello?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Rob, you gonna...
Donkey. My own personal stalker, ultimate fart. What a donkey, man. Guys, Abdurrahman, our friend Abdurrahman, who called me earlier, this respectful gentleman, Abdurrahman sent me a message. He said, Rob, sorry, bro, but this has been very disturbing. Rob, sorry, but this has been disturbing. Very disturbing. That's what he says. And he says, I've been shocked today, man. He's shocked. Oh, good. Maybe you getting shocked like Rosemary might get you saved today. Leave Islam, man. What is holding you back, guys? No human being with self-respect, dignity, or honor should be a Muslim for 1 second in 2021. Rosemary, I just told you, your imam's doing business. It's a business. They are doing business. It's money. Your Muslim apologist like Ali Dawah is getting money. Muhammad Hijab is getting money. It's all about the money, sister. Don't you know that already? It's all about the Benjamins, baby. Top dollar, baby. Money, baby. It's all about the money. Do you have any idea in what kind of cars someone like Mufti, the Muftis, like what is that guy's Mufti name? I don't know. I forgot his name. The guys drive at least a Mercedes, the latest model, full with leather seats, heated seats. Look at me, man. Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm driving a small French car. You don't want to know what kind of car I'm driving. It's almost falling apart. And I'm breaking my back here. I'm sitting here in a chair for hours and hours to teach you how evil Islam is. Yeah, Mufti Menk. Mufti Menk is one of the richest Muslims out there in his city where he's living. Filthy rich. Why is that? Guys, the chair that I sit on, if I could have shown if I could have shown you my face, the chair that I'm sitting on, guys, it's a fake leather chair, and it's falling apart. Falling apart. It's fake, and then the fake leather is getting off. I'm okay with that, man. Yes, brother CP drives a shitty car. The other day, he could not even fix his own roof. His roof was leaking. He had no money to fix it. But he's still okay. He's going. It's not holding us back. The truth should never be about money. Lord Jesus Christ, please forbid me to whore myself for money. Please, Lord. Never allow me to whore myself for money or do this for lip service. Please, Lord, in front of everybody. Oh boy. Guys, I wanted to prove something to you. Where was I? Where was I, guys? Just a second. I forgot. Where was I, man? Okay, here. Guys, let us continue. Rosemary, I'm going to shock you even more. Are you ready, Rosemary and others like Rosemary? Give me one, please. I'm going to shock you, everyone. According to Muhammad, the Prophet said, Evangelist Arbor says, at Rob Christian, hey Rob, new year, welcome. We have a new subscriber. I heard a research that there are Aramaic word in Quran which has no Arabic meaning. Just want to know your thoughts. Yes. Even the Quran, the word Quran is Aramaic. What are you talking about? Quran comes from the Aramaic word Quryana, or depends on the Aramaic dialect, Quryono, which means the message, the book. Let me give you an example. I'm an Aramaic speaker. If I want to say the message or the book, whatever, of the Apostle Paul, I would say Quryono or Quryana. Do you hear it? Quryono or Quryana. Tfaulos, Paul, Bulus in Arabic, Faulos in Aramaic. Quryono or Quryana Tfaulos Shliho of the Apostle Paul. Do you hear it? Quryono, Quryana. So even the word Quran is not Arabic. Yet, Muhammad claims that the Quran is a perfect Arabic book. Yeah, right. Guys, I believe that the original Quran was in Aramaic. Destined, you're an idiot, you're a triggered Muhammadan. Congratulations. Bunch of triggered idiots. Admins, are you still awake, admins? Admins, why are you not timing? I'm out, man. Admins fall asleep, guys. Our admins fall asleep. Quryono, Quryana. You hear it? Quryana. Sam Shamoun, brother Sam Shamoun would say Quryana. My dialect, my Aramaic dialect, we say Quryono. And guys, for the people who do not know, I'm an Assyrian who happens to, come from the Middle East. I'm an Assyrian who comes from the Middle East who happens to know Arabic too, because Arabic is also my mother tongue. This is why I speak Arabic. This is why I can read Arabic. Okay, guys. The Prophet said, are you ready, guys? I hope you're ready, because I'm ready, baby. I hope you're ready. The Prophet said, this is Allah. Allah looks like this. A young, handsome man with curly hair. What? Muhammad said this? Yes. Watch. This is a hadith. The grading is sahih. Let me give you the link. Sorry, guys, it's only in Arabic. I took it from this website. Oh, wait. It's not working because it has... Just a second. I need to shorten the link. It has Arabic words in it, in the link. So YouTube won't accept me to send it to you guys. Just a second before Muslims call me a liar. Okay, again, let me try again. Here is the link for the hadith on the screen. Did you catch it, guys? Okay. If you click on the link, you will see the reference from many books. It's highly authentic. Here is the hadith. قال النبي أريت ربي في صورة وصورتي شابا أمرد. أريت ربي في صورتي شابا أمرد. Meaning, the Prophet said, Muhammad said, I saw my Lord, meaning Allah, Muhammad saw my Lord in the image of a young man with curly hair wearing a green suit, garment, for example. Do you see it? It's in front of you, brother. And the grading is sahih. Here is the website that I sent you, guys. Just a second. Here is the website that I sent you. It's sahih. You can open it. And someone is asking here, is it sahih? And look. Sahih. Thank you very much. I gave you the link. Let me give it again for the people who just joined or something. Here is the link again. Bookmark it, save it. Maybe you can use Google Translate so you will have an idea. Do you see? So can we prove that Muhammad said that Allah looked like this? Yes. Sahih. And the amount of Islamic books that are reporting this hadith is overwhelming. Overwhelming. It's in the bottom. If you scroll down to the bottom, you will see all the pages, the volume, and the name of the books that are mentioning it. Here, guys, look. We go back. Here are the references. Look how many books are reporting this hadith. Sahih. Look, this part here. It's sahih. Right? And here is the reference. Oh boy. Allah is a young man who looks like this, brother. I tried to find a guy who is not as white as Muhammad. Allah should not be as white as Muhammad, but he's young, he's a handsome young boy, Allah, and he has curly hair. I forgot to put a green shirt on him. Sorry for that. Maybe there's a better guy who can do Photoshop better than me. You can maybe paint the shirt green so we can use it for a future video. Send me the link on Skype and I will use it. Send me the PSD file so I can, This is Allah? Yes, brother. Allah is a handsome young man with curly hair, brother. Yes. Sahih. Sahih. Yes, Allah is wearing here. I forgot to paint it green, guys. You want me to Photoshop right here, right now? I can do that, no problem. Guys, you know, a small break. Commercial break! Commercial break! Be right back.
Commercial break.
Hello, Habibis.
If you would like to support Rob Christian, please go to Patreon and support. www.patreon.com/RobChristian. We thank you all for your kindly support and enjoy the video. Commercial break.
Hello, Habibis.
If you would like to support Rob Christian, please go to Patreon and support. www.patreon.com/RobChristian. We thank you all for your kindly support and enjoy the video. Oh, and also don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. You know it's free, Habibis. Don't be tight like Muhammad. Commercial break.
Hello, Habibis.
If you would like to support Rob Christian, please go to Patreon and support. www.patreon.com/RobChristian. We thank you all for your kindly support and enjoy the video. Oh, and also don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. You know it's free, Habibis. Don't be tight like Muhammad. Commercial break.
Hello, Habibis.
If you would like to support Rob Christian, please go to Patreon and support. www.patreon.com/RobChristian. We thank you all for your kindly support and enjoy the video. Oh, and also don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.
Who is that smart guy who called me during a short break? I mean, Muslims are really smart, guys. You must be really bright to not understand what a commercial break means. I mean, that's what camel urine and kissing the black stone too much does to your brains. And you Muslims say Islam is not a cancerous disease. Anyway, guys, is my sound good? Is my sound still okay? We are back. All right. Let's see who called me. Let's see. I think, let's see who this guy is. Habib Hafid. You just called. Yes, hello? You just killed my ears, you know that, right?
Call me.
Mute
during
YouTube.
A short break.
Mute YouTube. Mute YouTube.
So you lied to the guy. He's listening to you.
Ultimate donkey. With his many nicknames. Ultimate shirk, ultimate fart. You lied to the guy. Guys, this guy is really something, man. I think when Ultimate Fart was a baby, his mother accidentally dropped him on his head. I kid you not. I mean, you must be really, you have mental issues to continue creating new accounts and keep calling in and keep getting blocked by me. What's wrong with this guy, man? No, I don't know. John Doe, let's not do that. I don't want anybody to get hurt or something. IP address disaster, man. We don't do that. We are not Muslims. Come on. I myself can track IP address. Don't you think? Don't you know that? But what should I gain from that, man? For the people who don't know, when you call through Skype and you don't have a VPN, you can easily track somebody's IP address, right? This is why I'm using a VPN, to protect myself. Actually, not myself. I don't care, but I protect, my family. And have you ever asked yourself why someone like CP or Rob Christian uses a VPN? That's why. All right? It's important these days. All right, guys. I want to play a video clip. Change it up a little bit. I want to play a video clip. And the video clip that you are going to see is from a... let's see if I can change the screen, from a convert to Islam, this guy here. His name is Robert Carter, and I put his, if you go to my description box, you'll find his name there. So I highlighted his name, and he sure gets a notification because I wanted to talk about him. And this guy, guys, this guy is a Muslim convert, an idiot, with all due respect to him. With all due respect to all the idiots. This guy is quoting a verse from the Quran, and he has no idea what he's talking about, and he calls it a miracle. Yeah, this is why, guys. This is why. All right. This is why I'm calling myself the enemy of Allah and Rasul. So, yeah. Exactly. Right? So, guys, I want to play this video of this guy. And I'm going to spank him and spank any Muslim who would dare to say that there are scientific miracles in the Quran. Are you ready, guys? I said, are you ready? I hope you're ready, because I am ready, baby. All right. Here is the video. And after watching the video, we're going to spank him, his Quran, his Prophet, and any Muhammadan who claims that the Quran contains a scientific miracle.
This is without a doubt one of my most favorite miracles from the Holy Quran. Yes, it's absolutely true. Everything is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but this particular natural phenomenon has been revealed to the Arabs hundreds, thousands of years ago, before they would have even had knowledge of it. And we have several examples where it's mentioned in the Quran, so you can pick up a copy and check it out. In 25:53, and he it is who mixed the two seas, one sweet, satisfying, the other salty, bitter, and set between them a divide and a barrier forbidden. And you can see this natural phenomenon take place in the Gibraltar Seal, and also in areas of California and other parts of the world. But multiple verses mention this in the Quran, and it was revealed to the Arabs way before they had knowledge of it. A true example of a miracle from the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Oh boy, you heard this guy, this Muslim convert? You heard him? His name again is Robert Carter, a poor Muhammadan, a new Muhammadan, who thinks that the Quran has scientific miracles. As he's mentioning chapter 25, what was it again? 53. And the same ayah, Allah loves to repeat himself in chapter 53 too. Do you hear it? He's trying to say that he found a miracle, brother, in the Quran that nobody knew. Nobody knew that there are the two seas, right? Don't mix. Two seas, the freshwater sea and the saltwater sea. Don't mix, brother, according to the Quran. And how could Muhammad have known this in the 7th century? Brother, this is a miracle. Idiot, you're an idiot. Duped guy by Muslims who lie to you. You are reading a false translation of the Quran. Like Rosemary, poor Rosemary. Rosemary, are you still with me, Rosemary? Rosemary, are you still there? I hope she's still with us. Brother, scientific miracle in the Quran, brother. Chapter 25 and chapter 53, brother. Maybe Rosemary went away. I don't know. She's with us or no. The light of Christ. Stop smiling, bro. Welcome, bro. Salam al-Masih. Stop smiling. Islam is not funny, brother. It's serious business, brother. Okay, guys, let me spank him. Let me spank Muhammad. Let me spank the Quran. And any Muslim who claims that the Quran contains scientific miracles like that. Let me switch the screen again. And let me bring down the hammer one more time. So this guy is saying, brother, oh boy. This guy is saying that chapter 53 and chapter 25 is talking about two seas that do not mix. Little did this poor convert to Islam who doesn't know Arabic. Remember, the Quran is in Arabic. Muslims always tell you need to read Arabic. Let us read the Arabic. So basically the Quran is saying he left for the two seas that meet together, between them a barrier, and you already see the disaster right there in the Arabic, which the translation doesn't say, that the barrier is a dry land in the middle, and this is why they don't mix. Boy, what is scientific about that? Can't anyone tell me what scientific is about it when you have in the middle dry land that is keeping both seas away from one another? Yeah, guys, have you ever heard of a sweet sea and sweet water sea and a salt sea? This is Islam, guys. So what they do not tell you, that the word here in the ayah is barzakh, barzakhan, barzakh. Right? This is the ayah. Read with me, guys. And it is he who caused the two joint seas to flow. One sea, brother, is very sweet. A sweet sea? Yes, brother. Only in Islam, brother. Only in the Quran of Allah, brother. Yes, brother. And the other is salty. It's talking about two seas. A sea is sweet? Yes, brother. Only in the Quran, brother. Only in Islam you have sweet sea. You can drink right from there and you don't die, brother. Fresh water, brother, from the sea. And the other is very salty, brother, very bitter. And there is basically a barrier, a veil between them and a preventing barrier. And the word is barzakhan. Any Arabic speaker knows that there's nothing scientific about it. Why, Rob? Come on. The Muslim convert just told us that it's a scientific miracle. The Quran is a scientific miracle, brother. Are you saying that the poor convert, Robert Carter, has been duped? He has been deceived? Yes. That's what I'm saying. The word is barzakh or barzakhan. Now if we go to Ibn Kathir. Ibn Kathir. Here is Ibn Kathir, guys. Let me give you the link. Same chapter, same ayah. Look, Ibn Kathir is talking about it, giving his tafsir. And he is set a barrier and a complete partition between them. Meaning between the sweet water, the sweet sea, and the salty sea. Lord have mercy. Now if we scroll down, here is the word. Barzakhan or barzakh, barzakhan. A barrier, okay, means a partition, okay, and it's what? Dry land. brother. ايه الأمة دي يا عم؟ ايه الحلاوة دي؟ Scientific, brother. Bunch of idiot converts to Islam who are going to call it a scientific miracle. Brother, you have two seas, according to the Quran. One is salty, one is sweet. And you have dry land in the middle. Barzakhan is dry land. Idiot. You're an idiot. You are a certified donkey. Robert Spencer, Robert, whatever, Carter. Sorry for calling Robert Spencer an idiot. Sorry for that. Robert Carter, you are an idiot. You have no idea. And this guy said, this is the most authentic, beautiful, scientific miracle, brother. You idiot. You don't know Arabic and you have been duped. What the Quran actually says, there is a barrier, dry land in the middle, here, that is separating one sea and the other sea. So it turns out that there's no miracle, nada, no miracle after all. A miracle, brother. This is a miracle. Guys, commercial break. Commercial break. No, guys, I'm joking. No commercial break. What an idiot you are. What is scientific miracle about the fact that there is a dry land that is separating the two seas? You see, this is the barzakh, guys, that the Quran is talking about. Dry land separate one sea from the other sea. What is miracle about that, you idiot? And this is the reason why why Christian or other idiots who think that Islam is the truth, this is how they are being lied to. They lie about the Arabic, deceiving those poor idiots, and they tell them this is scientific miracle. How did Muhammad know that the two seas don't touch each other? Well, you've been lied to, you idiot. And this, guys, this is also again mentioned in chapter 55, not only in 25, chapter 55. Allah repeats himself again. Right? Barzakh. Same word. Right? Poor converts to Islam. You don't know what you brought upon yourself. You are getting deceived. You don't speak the language. You pray in a language, a foreign language that you don't speak in, and you think Islam is the truth. Stupidity is indeed amazing, Abdul. Yeah, Abdul, son of Abdul. You see how easy it is for Muslim apologists who do da'wah on the streets, like Ibn Fibn, how easy it is to deceive non-Arabic speaking people into this evil cult. This is deception 101. A barrier, but what kind of barrier? They don't tell them that the barrier is a dry land. Look, dry land. Barzakh is nothing but dry land in the middle. So they don't tell you, they show you all that kind of, Photoshop, this Photoshops and whatnot, no? But they don't tell you that that barrier is nothing but a dry land, brother. Dry land. Bunch of idiots. You see how dangerous Islam is, guys? Islam is a cancerous disease, a virus, a brain-eating bacteria. And this is how they deceive non-Arabic speaking people here in the West. Poor guy. Poor guy deceived into this cult. Now, guys, as if this is not enough, let me spank Allah again. I mean, Rob, come on, man. Go easy on Islam, Rob. No, I'm not going to easy. I'm going to destroy Muhammad and Allah even more. Watch. If we go to the same chapter, Surah Ar-Rahman, we go to Ayah 22. Ayah 22. Can anyone tell me the disaster here? Read the ayah with me, guys. Read it with me. Chapter 55, Ayah 22. From them, meaning those two waters, right? The waters. The seas. From the two seas, the fresh water, fresh, non-salty water, and the salty sea. From them come forth the pearl and the coral. Can anyone tell me the disaster here? Did you find it? Guys, do you see the disaster or not? Do you see the disaster that Muhammad created in his man-made Quran or not? No, Bill Shepard. Phil Herrera. Bingo! Phil Herrera. You caught it. Since when, Ya Muslimin, you bunch of idiots who claim that the Quran is a book from God, are you saying that Allah can make mistakes like these? Since when there are coral in fresh waters? Coral in fresh, sweet waters? When did that happen? Ya Muslimin, Ya Shuyukh, Ya Al-Azhar, Ya Fifi, Ya Mimi, Ya Ali. Drama. Stop breastfeeding Muhammad hijab and look at your Quran. How can this be the book from God, man? Coral in fresh waters? Muslims, really? This is the Quran. Can Allah make such mistakes? Turns out that the Quran is a book from a man like you and me. Muhammad is doing poo-poo. Corals in fresh, sweet waters? When did that happen? Guys, do you see when we always say the only miracle in Islam is that there are an over billion idiots, brain-dead zombies who think that this is a book from God. Bunch of idiots that you are. Bunch of idiots that you are. I hope Rosemary is watching. Rosemary, did you call it, Rosemary? Your Allah and Muhammad claim that there is coral in fresh, sweet waters. Man, oh man. Bunch of brain-dead zombies who cannot read and understand the Quran. Man, this is devastating. How dare you to claim that the Quran is a book from God? How dare you, man? How dare you, man, to allow yourselves to be deceived like this? How dare you, man? Since when there is coral inside Miyah Adhiba, meaning fresh waters? Since when? Bunch of idiots, man. Poor Muslims. Poor deluded Muslims. AB. Instead of tap dancing and running circles around the disasters that Allah and Muhammad created, Muhammad in his man-made book, the Quran, don't change topic, or I'm going to put you in the corner. I'm going to force you to become my dhimmi and go to smooch the black stone. Call me, idiot. Call me. Focus AB, call me. My Skype ID is Rob Christian. Please defend Allah, because I just spanked Allah. I showed that Muhammad is doing poo-poo, and the only thing you can do is getting triggered and cannot defend Allah and change topic. Call me, man. Refute me, man. Yeah, and exactly Ellen Day. This is why Abduls, like Ibn Fibn, Ali Dawud, this is why they fear to debate Arabic-speaking Christians like me. This is why they don't dare to call us, because we're going to force them to lose business. Islam is business. Yalla ya AB, if you are more man than Aisha, if you are more man than your mother Aisha, who used to take out her breast and suckle strangers in the 7th century, if you're more man than her, call me on Skype. My Skype ID is the Rob Christian. ايه هالأمة دي يا عمي؟ ايه هالحلاوة دي يا عمي؟ يا خبر أبيض. Coral in fresh waters according to the Quran? When did that happen? يا خبر أبيض. ايه هالأمة دي؟ This is a disaster, man. Any Muhammadan? Any Muhammadan? Hi, AB, you're an idiot. You're an idiot, honest to God. Here. Go smooch the Blackstone. Go smooch the Blackstone, brother. Sit in the corner, brother. Sit in the corner. It's good for you. You just became my personal dhimmi. I hope you like it. And here is, here, look, this is for you, especially for you, brother. Can you do like Aisha used to do for grown-up men in the 7th century? It's for you, brother. Brother. In the meantime, Allah still look like this, brother. According to a lot of verse. Allah looks like a handsome young boy, brother. Look how handsome Allah is, brother. With curly hair, brother. He looks like a photo model, brother. Allah looks like a really handsome young dude. He has no beard, brother. Well, he has some, let us give Allah a benefit of the doubt. At least, he looks like a little bit like a Muslim, right? Maybe Allah just, got his pubic hair. Allahu A'lam. Sleepyhead Luke, this is the story of my life. Christians don't care. Christians, rather play video games. Christians rather watch Netflix. How is this not better than Netflix, guys? Come on. At least here we benefit. We see how the disasters of Islam. We are laughing about the comedy, which is Islam. And Muslims are getting triggered. They're sitting in the corner. They are too scared to call, to defend Allah and his fraud prophet. Servant of Christ, of Jesus Christ, exactly. Allah has two right hands. But this report about Muhammad saying that Allah looks like this is much a bigger disaster, man. All right? This is even more damaging. Sahih. Muhammad said, I saw my Lord in the image of a young man with curly hair, wearing a green suit, a green garment. Really? Yes, really, Rob. Rob, is this can't be serious, Rob. Yes, it's serious, Rob. This is true, brother. It's true story, brother. Any Muhammadan? This is a damaging hadith, of course. Allah turns out to be a man. Allah turns out to be a man. I can even show you from the Quran. What do you think, guys? Do you think we can show and prove it from Quran? What? No. Rob, are you saying that you can show from the Quran that Allah is a young man? No. That he is a man? No. Don't say no. If you are a Muslim and you want to take me up on the challenge, and you think you think that I cannot show it, then call me so we can have some fun. What do you think, guys? Do you think, again, guys, do you think that Rob Christian can show from the Quran that Allah is a man? If this hadith, let's say Muslims can prove that this hadith is fake. What about the Quran itself? Can we show from the Quran that Allah is a man? Light of Christ, are you sure? The 1 million donkey, are you sure? Like ايه هالأمة دي يا عمي. Steve Lobs, you don't trust me? Come on, Steve Lobs. You have been visiting our YouTube channel. You think I cannot prove what I say? Come on, man. I thought you could trust me more than this, man. Maybe? What is maybe? 10%? What can we do with a maybe, man? I can buy something with maybe. Guys, let me stop torturing you, guys. Let me stop torturing you. Let's see what we can find here. Not only a man, I can show you that Allah is a sucking man. What? Allah is a sucking man? No. Is that a challenge? Allah is a sucking man. Now, this is not Allah, by the way, guys. Allah is a sucking man? Man! Allah is a sucking man? Yeah, Allah loves to suck, and He's a man. Just a second. Allah is sucking man? Yes, brother. Let's see, where did I put that? If we go to the Tabari, Surah 7, Ayah 1, Tafsir for the Quran, Surah Al-Araf, Ayah 1, and we changed it to, let's say, Tabari. Okay. Let's see what we can find here. Let's see what the meaning of this ayah is, guys. If we go to the Quran, just, to make it more clear for you. Surah Al-Araf, chapter 7 of the Quran, ayah 1. What is what is the meaning of Alif, Lam, Mim, Sad? Short for almost. Any Muhammadan? Allah is a man who loves to suck? Yes, brother. A sucking man? Yes, brother. Any Muhammadan? Is there any Muhammadan? What if I can prove to you that Allah is a man and He loves to suck? No, you're kidding. Get out of here, Rob. Uh-oh. Guys, Tafsir al-Tabari, same chapter, same ayah. It's chapter 7, Surah Al-Araf, ayah 1. Tafsir al-Tabari, let me give you the link. Before you call me a liar. Allah is a man and He will suck? Yes, brother. Look what it says here. This couple of, they say these are letters, right? Letters, but it's one word. You see it? It's one word. According to Tafsir al-Tabari, it's one of the names of Allah. Oh boy. Guys, before you call me a liar, let us go to Google Translate. I'm only using Google Translate to show you what the Arabic says in Tafsir al-Tabari.
هي اسم من أسماء الله.
These are one of the names of Allah. So it's one of the names of Allah. Okay, thank you very much. And if we continue, let's see. So guys, we confirm that it's one of the names of Allah. Okay, that's cool. I'm looking for the part. Just a second. Rob, you're lying, Rob. Come on, Allah cannot be a God. A man, sorry. He cannot be a God, but He's a man, certainly. Nah. Nah. Get out of here. Why are you calling a liar, man? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What did they do, man? What did you do, man? Did they remove something here? No. Just a second. Rob, you're finished. Rob, you're finished, Rob. Just a second, guys, because when we say something, we have to prove it. Where did I put that thing, man? Which chapter was it again? Am I looking at the wrong chapter? Maybe I'm looking at the wrong chapter. Was it chapter 13? Just a second. Chapter 13? Maybe I'm looking at the wrong chapter, guys. Bear with me. This is a long time ago that I showed it before, guys. This is really a long time ago. I'm looking at what chapter that was. I don't need to say inshallah. I don't believe in Satan. I mean Allah. Let's see. Chapter 17? Was it chapter 17? No. Rob, you're lying, Rob. I'm looking. Where was that chapter? Yes, hello? Mute YouTube.
You can.
Donkey, ultimate fart again. Idiot. Stop calling me you idiot. You have issues, man. I hope I can find the chapter. I lost that chapter. What was the chapter again? Guys, I can't find it. I don't know what happened. I can't remember. I can't remember which chapter that was. Been too long ago that I talked about this. I can't remember. Let me again think about it, guys. At least we confirm that Allah, one of his names is what? One of the names of Allah is what, guys? I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Rob, no. One of the names of Allah is sucking? Yes, brother. Why? Look. Look, guys, look. I have nothing to do with this, guys. Okay? Muslims, don't be angry with me. Call the owner of Google and sue him. I have nothing to do with this. I only put what is in the Quran. Allah is what? Guys, I have, I have nothing to do with this. What? Yeah, guys, you're not blind. You're not blind, guys. Look. Copy. I put it in Google, brother. And I get what? This is the ayah. This is chapter 7, ayah 1. But I'm looking from the Quran. I just proved it from the hadith, from the mouth of Muhammad, that Allah is a young man. But I want to prove from the Quran also that Allah is a man. We just proved that he is. Right? Aisha gave her titties out, for men to suckle on. But it turns out that Allah is other men too, brother. Someone's saying this is gold. No, John 7 day. You never heard of this before. Really, guys? This is the first time that you see this? This is chapter 7 of the Quran, ayah 1. Oh boy. Well, I'm happy. I'm happy that you guys learned something new. I mean, it might get boring. It might get boring when we always repeat the same stuff, right? Okay. Well, I'm glad. I'm your humble servant, guys. I'm glad that I just taught you something new about the Quran. Turns out that Allah, guys, maybe, you know what? Maybe we should change the Shahada. Maybe we should change the Shahada to this. Take a screenshot. لا إله إلا المص. لا إله إلا المص. لا إله إلا المص. Since it's one of the 99 names of Allah, there is no God in Islam but sucking. Allah loves to Allah turns out to be a guy who sits on the corner doing a sucky for $5, brother. I want to know if Muhammad turns out to be the pimp of Allah, brother. Allah was getting pimped out by Muhammad in the 7th century, brother. To do sucky for $5 on the streets of Mecca. Yeah, Allah turns out to be a nice prostitute, brother. The light of Christ. Maybe you can remind me again. What is that chapter of the Quran that is saying that Allah is a man? I can't remember the chapter, man. I'm looking for the ayah. I believe it's the first ayah, but I can't remember the chapter number. What was the chapter again, man? I want to prove it also from the Quran, not only hadith. I really forgot, man. That has been too long ago that we talked about this. I think at least a year ago or something. Wait, guys. When I say something, I have to prove it. Rob, you're really something, man. Rob, come on, man. Allah. Just a second. Almost there. Chapter, what was chapter again? What was the chapter again? Aha! I found it. Guys, now that we know that one of the 99 names of Allah is sucking, Rob, that's not enough, Rob? No, I'm not finished. I'm not done yet. Allah is sucking. Chapter 36. Chapter 36 of the Quran, Rob? Yes. Tafsir al-Tabari. Maybe you can go also to Ibn Kathir. I don't know. You know what? Let us change it so it won't become boring. I'm going to change it this time to Ibn Kathir, because I know Muslims love Ibn Kathir, right? Let me prove from chapter 36, ayah 1, that this word here, and those go there, chapter 36, Yasin, this word here, guys, means human. Human. Rob, are you saying that you can prove from Ibn Kathir, who is giving his tafsir for the Quran, that this word means a human? Yes. Allah is a human? It's one of the names of Allah and He's human? Yes. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Here is the chapter. Let me give you the link. Ibn Kathir tafsir. Guys, are you ready? Are you ready that the Allah of Muhammad is a sucking human? 1 + 1. A sucking human? Yes. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? I'm not going to show it if you're not ready, guys. Give me a 1 if you're ready. Just a second. Here is the explanation by Ibn Kathir. Okay. If we copy this part, copy, and we go back to Google Translate, just to, guys, I'm only using Google Translate to help you out, and we put it here. The meaning of these letters in the Quran, chapter 36, Yasin, Yasin. This word here, Yasin. That word here means what? It means, Inna Yasin means, bima'na, the meaning of Yasin is Ya Insan.
Anisa bima'na ya insanu.
Ya Insan, meaning that Yasin means, oh human. 1 + 1. 1 + 1. Since, 1 + 1, not 1 is 1. 1 + 1. We showed you, right? We showed you that one of the 99 names of Allah is sucking, giving on the street's corner. And Allah is a human. Allah is what? Allah is a I have nothing to do with this, guys. This is Ibn Kathir. This is At-Tabari for chapter 7, ayah 1 and chapter 36, ayah 1. Guys, didn't I tell you? Didn't I promise you that I can prove it from the Quran? There you go. Okay, call me Rehan Abdul Shahid. I'm only using Google, you idiot, to teach people what the meaning is. Ya Insan, every Arabic speaking person knows what the meaning of Ya Insan is. I am only reading and I'm showing what Tafsir Ibn Kathir is saying. Inna Yasin, Inna Yasin bima'na Ya Insan. Guys, I know Arabic. I'm only showing you what it says. Idiot. Call me and refute me. Bunch of idiots. Inna Yasin bima'na Ya Insan. Do you hear it? Ya Insan. If I copy this part, we put it again here. Allah is a man. idiot. Turns out to be that these words mean Allah is a sucking human. Allah is a sucking human. Allah is a man, like you and me. Don't we always say the Quran is the book of a man? Turns out to be that Allah is actually a man. And it's one of the 99 names of Allah, man. Again, let us go back to the hadith. Maybe this idiot did miss that. If we go back to the hadith. Your prophet said, you Abdul, son of Abdul. Potato. Your prophet said that Allah is a man, a young man with curly hair. This is your prophet speaking. Watch. Sahih hadith. قال النبي رأيت ربي في سورة or surati شاب أمرد. Again. رأيت ربي في surati شاب أمرد. Meaning, the prophet said, I saw my Lord in the image of a young man with curly hair. And he continues saying, he wears green robe or a garment. This is your prophet talking. قال النبي. Then the prophet said, the prophet Muhammad said, I saw my Lord Allah in the image of a young man with curly hair wearing a green suit. 1 + 1, we go back. We start from 0. Chapter 36, Ayah 1, Tafsir Ibn Kathir. The meaning of Yasin of the Quran in chapter 36, Ayah 1 is a human being. Well, this just confirmed what Muhammad said about Allah. Did I lie? I challenge you to say, Rob Christian, you're lying. And by the way, guys, this is from Ibn Abbas. Ibn Abbas. Abbas, ya Abbas. Ibn Abbas, ya Ibn Abbas. You're making Allah look like shish kebab. Ibn Abbas is in the chain. Ikramah, Ad-Dahak, the Ismail. Remember Ad-Dahak, guys? The one who said, I came from the womb of my mother with teeth. That same guy is also in the chain. Well, Hassan, or Sufyan, and so on. And Sufyan. Oh, the chain of narration is strong, brother. Very strong chain, brother. Again, the meaning of Yasin, chapter 36, ayah 1. Bimana, Ya insan, O human, O human, Ya insan. Yeah, you know, the funny thing is, people like this idiot who just joined the live chat, you know, you're actually, you are a gift that keeps on giving. The more you call us liars, the more we spank your prophet. The more you call me a liar, the more I spank your prophet. Any Muhammadan who is not scared to call me? Guys, are you having fun or what? Are you enjoying yourselves or what? Come on, man. Guys, maybe there's a Christian who wants to call. Is there any Christian who wants to call? The links are open. The phone lines are open for Christians from now on. Is there any Christian who wants to call in? Light of Christ, you want to call in? Maybe you want to confirm what we said. Maybe I cannot read Arabic. Maybe I made a mistake in reading. I mean, maybe Light of Christ, maybe you can say to everybody, Rob is a fraud. Rob is lying. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Guys, I really hope I didn't hurt Rosemary, her feelings too much. But I hope that she is going to leave Islam soon. And also pray, not only for Rosemary, guys, pray also for Abdul Rahman, because Abdul Rahman is hurt too. Remember what Abdul Rahman said? Abdul Rahman that I had a call with today on this very live show. He says, Rob, sorry. Rob Christian, sorry, bro. But this has been very disturbing. After the things that I showed him, he sent me this message. He's really shocked and he's hurt. And he said, I've been shocked today, man. Well, I'm happy that I shocked you because I'm trying to help you out of this mess, out of this cult of Muhammad. Pray for these people, man. Please, guys. Keep them in your prayers. Maybe. You know, we have hope for everybody. We have hope for everybody. Is there any sheikh? Is there any imam? Hello, brother, the light of Christ. You are on the call. Welcome. You're live on air, brother.
Hello, brother. God bless you.
I'm good, my friend. God bless you too, Habibi. Salam al-Masih.
Salam al-Masih, brother. Yeah, your Arabic is not sahih, brother.
My Arabic is not sahih. It's da'if, but it's still accepted, brother.
Yeah, it's still accepted. Brother, your Arabic is good. It's better than
No,
Allah.
Muslims always say, Arab Christian, you don't know Arabic.
No, brother. Your Arabic is better than Allah. You know that Allah make mistakes in Arabic.
Yeah.
And his language is dead anyway. No one who speaks the language of the Quran now.
Yeah. Bro, did you know about that Allah turns out to be a sucking human? Did you know that? Have you seen this before?
No. First time I think
Really?
I saw it. Oh, really? To be honest, I know Yasin is. I know that Yasin is a man.
Yeah. Okay, you know about that. Okay.
Yeah. But Salmas, I never thought about it. Is one of the name of Allah.
It's one of the names of Allah, yeah?
Yeah. When you show it, I was like, wow, why did I miss that? And we know that Salmas is sucking.
Look, and as if that not enough, all right? We showed you, brother, and you can confirm. Can you look at the screen, bro?
Yeah.
Look, it says here again. Can you read this for me and translate, please, this part here?
Yeah. أن ياسين بمعنى يا إنسان.
What does that mean? Stop, please. Translate.
That Yasin, it means all human.
All human. Now continue reading here. From here. From here.
هو اسم من أن ياسين بمعنى إنسان وقال سعيد بن جبير هو كذلك في لغة الحبشة. It's in the language of Habasha.
Habasha is basically Ethiopia, right? If I'm not mistaken. Ethiopian, yeah. And what does he say?
عن زيد بن أسلم هو اسم من أسماء الله تعالى.
Translate.
It's a name of Allah's names.
Wait, are you saying, bro, that according to the tafsir of Ibn Kathir, that the name of Allah, one of the names of Allah is what? Human?
It's all human. That's what he's saying.
Guys,
that's what Ibn Kathir is saying.
Ibn Kathir tafsir confirms that one of the names of Allah is a human? Yes, that's what it says here.
Yeah, and also Allah is al-mu'min.
Yeah.
You know, one in Surah Al-Hashr.
Wait. Allah is a believing, sucking human. Allah believes.
هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الملك القدوس. Surah Al-Hashr, verse 23.
Guys, let us copy this part. You know what? This entire part, just to show you guys that we are not lying. And our brother here is already confirmed it. But here, if I put the entire thing here, let me make it a little bit smaller. Yes. We put it here. Look. Yes, the meaning is, oh man. Do you see it? The meaning of Yasin is, oh man, oh human. And Sa'id bin Jubair, look guys, Sa'id bin Jubair said, it's likewise in the language of the Abyssinia, the Ethiopians, the Habasha, the Ethiopian language. Malik said on the authority of Zayd ibn Aslam that it is one of the names of who? Brother, who?
A man.
Of Allah Ta'ala,
Oh,
Allah the Most High. Turns out to be that Allah, his nickname is O Human.
Yeah, he's a human. That's what it's meaning there.
But bro, Muslims always have told us that Allah is God. How can Allah be God and human? Don't they always attack us and attack the Trinity? They say, brother, you Christians, you jokers, Jesus is a man. But turns out that Allah is a man. Who are you lying to? Who are you trying to be a hypocrite to? You bunch of hypocrites. Your Allah is a man. It's one of his 99 names.
Yeah, that's true, brother.
This is why Allah prays on Muhammad, brother.
يا سبوح قدوس رب الملائكة والروح سبقت رحمتي غضبي.
Exactly, guys. Do you now understand? Christians in the live chat, Ya Muslimin in the live chat. Do you understand why now Allah prays on Muhammad? Because Allah is a man. Again, Allah prays like a man, and we even know his prayer, guys. We showed you many live shows how Allah prays. I found Allah's prayer. Allah prays like you and me. And Allah turns out to be a man. Look. Look, guys, Tafsir ibn Kathir again. Allah says in his prayer, and he prays, he says, glory, holy. Allah, this is Allah, guys. These are the words of Allah. He prays like a man, and he says, glory, holy, glory, holy. Again, what does Allah say? Subuh Quddus, Subuh Quddus, glory, holy, Allah says. When he prays on Muhammad, guys, by the way, when he prays on Muhammad, Sabaqat rahmati ghadabi, my mercy preceded my anger. Allah is saying, Allah is always angry, bro. Allah is a human.
True.
Allah loves to suck. Angry. Allah loves to give bees.
There are a lot of verses in the Quran. Allah agree.
Oh man, and they dare to attack our beloved Jesus Christ, our living God Jesus Christ, calling him a human. Turns out that Allah is a human. One of his names is human. Allah prays, and this is why Allah prays, guys, because he's a human. Oh man, bro, what do you want to say as an ex-Muslim, now a Christian? What do you want to say to these people, man? Your life on air, bro. Please go.
I just want to tell them that they need to think about it when they attack Tajassud.
Incarnation of Jesus Christ as the eternal word of God becoming flesh. Yeah.
When they attack it without using the logic in the Quran. They don't look who is Allah, because no Muslims know who is Allah.
Yeah.
But as you proved, brother, that he is a man, and they need to see. Even in the Quran, Allah تجسد في النار. He was how can you say that in English? تجسد.
It means taking on a flesh.
Yeah, he took the form to speak with Moses.
Exactly. Yeah.
So the attacks of Muslims about Jesus Christ, about the Bible, about God in the Bible, about the Trinity, it can be, if they think about it from their religion and just be neutral for 1 second and think about it, you will find that the Bible is the word of God, and the God of the Bible is the true God. They just need to think about it.
Yeah, exactly.
And they need to put the fear away. They shouldn't fear from the truth, because the truth will set them free.
Amen.
And this is what we do. Like we are ex-Muslim. What we do is we put the fear and we seek for the truth. And always God give the answer for people that seeking the truth.
Amen. Amen, brother. Well said. Yeah, Muslims call us hater, bro. They call me hater when I only read. Guys, have you seen me add something? No, I am reading and I ask the right questions. You Muslims attack Jesus. You say he's nothing but a man. Well, it turns out that your Allah, you bunch of hypocrites, Yo, Allah is a man. It's one of his one of his names. Allah is a human, ya insan. Oh man, that's his name. Allah turns out to be a sucking man. If that's not enough. And we showed you the hadith from Muhammad. Ya Muslimin, are we adding something? No, we are reading and asking the questions.
And
bro, can you read for the love for the Muslims too? You know, because they love Allah and His shin, His hairy shin. Can you read the Arabic and translate? And did I lie in my translation?
No, you didn't, brother. What you translated.
Guys, listen carefully to our brother here. He's going to read the Arabic and he's going to confirm.
رأيت ربي في صورة شاب أمرد له وفرة جاد قطط في روضة خضراء.
Okay, did I lie in my translation, bro?
No, I saw my Lord in the image of a young man. This is رأيت ربي في صورة شاب أمرد. It's a good translation. With curly hair wearing a green suit. له وفرة جاد قطط في روضة خضراء. The translation is so good. There is no...
So, bro, it's not daif.
No. متواتر صحيح متواتر brother. It's متواتر.
Thank you. Brother, thank you for your call. It's always a blessing to have you on my call, bro. God bless you, حبيبي. ربي يطول عمرك ويعطيك الصحة والسعادة بحياتك حبيبي.
ربي يباركك ويبارك خدمتك يا رب ويبارك عائلتك.
شكرا. Light of Christ, thank you, brother. God bless you. Thank you for your call.
Bye. God bless you.
Was that amazing or what, guys? I hope you benefited from this call. And you see, brother, Light of Christ, one of the admins just confirmed. We did not lie. He's an Arabic speaker. I'm an Arabic speaker. We can read and we can spank Allah, the man, the sucking man. You know, turns out that Muhammad put even Allah on the streets to suck. Allah is a man and he sucks. Like I said, guys, maybe the Muslims should change their shahada, the Islamic shahada, to La ilaha illa al-mas. La ilaha illa al-mas. Take a screenshot. There is no God but sucking. Any Muhammadan? Yeah, our admins, guys, for the people who joined much too late, I'm getting tired. There are no Muslims who dare to call me anymore. Our admins will provide the timestamps like always. God bless them, guys. Keep my admins, my beloved brothers and sisters in Christ, the blue names in your prayers, guys. Keep me and my family, my wife, my baby boy, my pregnant wife, right? Lord willing, we are going to have, in a couple of months, our second child. Please keep my family in your prayers, guys. And we can do this for many years and many years to come. I'm your humble servant. I am your humble servant. My name is Rob Christian again. I'm only here, guys, to serve you. And that's the only thing I can do. Exposing falsehood, exposing the fraud prophet, the most obvious fake prophet in history, Muhammad. This messed up evil cult, Islam. All for the glory of Christ. And like I said, and I will keep repeating myself, we Christians, we do not hate any Muslim. We want them to be saved. Yes, we do a lot of jokes. Yes, we can be harsh. But the truth hurts. And it's called tough love, right? We must be harsh sometimes. Guys, if you missed my call with brother Abdul Rahman, this brother in humanity, this Muslim, please rewatch today's live show. You're going to enjoy that conversation like I did. And I hope you can benefit from it. Thank you for being here, guys. I want to stay for many hours here, but I'm really tired. I need to go grab some food and give my throat some rest. And keep me in your prayers, guys. Like I said, please, I need your prayers. Don't underestimate the powers of prayers, guys, Christians. God bless you. Go with the peace and blessings of Christ, our Lord and Savior. our living God, Jesus Christ. Deus vult. Lord willing, we will see each other very, very soon again. And I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for today's awesome but epic live show. And I hope the Muslims that we talked to today will leave Islam, become apostates, and come back home to your Lord and my Lord Jesus Christ. Every knee will bow. Every tongue will confess that Jesus is Lord. And Muhammad, the evil, pervert, fake prophet of Islam, is going to be, or is already, under the feet of Jesus, buried in his sins. Thank you for watching, guys. God bless you. See you very soon again. Bye-bye. Backup channel, please subscribe. Did you subscribe, guys?